Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Hello. Let me talk to the host. The host is MoneyBoy Trey. What's popping?
Will you interview with at MoneyBoy Trey?
Or MoneyBoy Trey is back. Where you been?
MoneyBoy. You see me in they chats because that's the circle that I associate with.
MoneyBoy said manhood is subjective. No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, it's like, I just want to talk to you niggas for a second. Like, don't erase nothing. Like, keep this shit right. Make this the first one. When I say just for you, I mean, like, shit just for you hating ass niggas. Just for you get money ass niggas. Like, and I be praying for you niggas too. Like, I just pray God keep me out you niggas' way. Cause God know I slap one of you niggas ass down.
Independent gem, don't talk about labels unless you talking paints. Camo rap the vid just past Makitas. This shit here for frame. Wide body, something to see. Tab the gas, you feel it yank. Lero, where you been? Them folks need you, this shit feeling blank. Ain't dropped in a sec, I know. I just love the flicks and go. Gucci button up, leave it open. Make sure that my niggas show. Gang and stand on the couch. Spread them racks right next to blow. She say that she faithful, up pop quiz the way I test the hoe. I know that they hate to see it. Poppin' hard, she burn them up. He bought two, I threw two more. That's my little mans, I turn them up. SIT boy straight the curb. Lost control, I turned it rough. I look like a fifth from Prince. Having truff, that purple stuff. Audemars just broke the jaw. That just mean the face shadow. Cocaine in his purse form. Water whipping like cake batter. Button on every blicky bay. That just make him shake faster. Show my ass fuck up the scene. That just make him hate faster.
Yeah. Like the gas station, nigga. Like, pull up on me. Like, I'm in the hood every day. Like, if I ain't in the hood, walk in the hood, blow in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Major in the hood. Like, one stop shop, nigga. Like, if you trying to shop, like, pull up. You trying to get killed, nigga, pull up. Like, we just really doing this shit, like, independent, though. Like, no labels, no dick ride. None of that dick pulling ass shit you niggas be on. And for the record, nigga, like, we ain't looking for no deals, nigga. Like, we looking for plugs. You looking for a deal, nigga. I'm looking for a socket, nigga. Another socket. Cause I'm trying to get rich, nigga. Fuck some famous shit. Come on, man, cut this shit off. Shout out my haters. I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters. I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall.
Take a hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. This nigga man about it. This is called Tell Her Never Do. If you handle your business right, I'ma promote your ass. You bitch out and try to kite, I'ma come smoke your ass. The shit that I'm giving you, they drawing blood to get. The fix be running through because they love the shit. So don't come with that, no one wouldn't buy it. The shit was cool. Niggas try to rob me, nobody was coming through. Snitches, I can't have that. Bitches, I can't have that. Riches, you can have that. Just bring me my cash back. Look, it's all gravy with me, go ahead and shine. That's how you play it with me, you're big time. All I want is the G's with a trunk full of keys. A Benz on 20s, you got something you can lend me. Shit, boys ain't doing nothing for me for free. Can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building. Smoke Bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Hey, now I'm on some shit again. Leave a hater stranded like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering, flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They stop, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some say it's numerary, partners in vociferant. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me, but nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ, I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy so wise, you scared. If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch, I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors. When my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then I'ma be thugging behind a project building, smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging behind a project building, smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Ask some boy about me, bet them bitches know me. Magnolia head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange or his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out to. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reebok strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of keys, and I done flipped that 2 times. I know I'm in a drought, and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project. Fucking that tired of it, ghetto shit.
Good garbage day, ladies and gentlemen. Good garbage day. How y'all doing? What's going on? I'm playing a whole bunch of shit that I know is copywritten, so I'm gonna just play the audio. I'm screen sharing and just playing the audio. But we're gonna recap, I guess, the funniest parts and the most important parts of the Kevin Hart roast. Then we're just gonna listen to a whole bunch of random black comedians. Some of them may be famous. I just went down the list and just saved them. We're gonna go down the list, and the question that I have for black people as a whole is, why is it okay when black comedians make jokes about white people. I ain't seen white people get offended. I didn't hear any white people upset about Tom Brady roast. I ain't heard no black people upset about the jokes that was told about Tom Brady. I'm really baffled by this. I just don't know what to think. And so I'm just here to pose the question. Are we hypocrites when it comes to racial comedy?
You want to call me a little fat black version of Ricky Martin? See, the secret to any roast is being able to laugh at yourself.
I should knock your ass out. I say something. I should you goddamn head off.
Is this all you got? Huh? Is this the best you can
Live from the Netflix is a Joke Festival. Welcome to It's the Roast of Kevin Hart.
Welcome to the roast of Kevin Hart live in Los Angeles, where Kevin will be out in a minute. I'm sure he's backstage fucking shadowboxing or doing a group prayer or whatever the fuck he does. I'm your extremely white host, Shane Gillis. I'd just like to thank Netflix for choosing me to host this celebration of black excellence. Let's welcome Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart.
Yeah, tonight I dress like your idol Eddie Murphy because he's not coming.
Kevin, you're going to hear some things tonight that you're not familiar with. Those things are called punchlines.
Tom sat there the whole time with the white man face.
Kevin, you took a lot of shots at my family during my roast, but I'm too classy to go after your beautiful wife. Where am I? What's up, girl?
I know how important she was in your life. She was strict. One time you were acting up and she beat you with a Hot Wheels track. Is that right? But Kevin, being Kevin, was undaunted. Put the track back together, got in his Hot Wheels car and drove right to Hollywood.
The Golden State Warriors logo is a bridge. Don't show that to Cheryl's husband. That was 3 weeks of deliberation on that joke. Chelsea Handler went to dinner at Jeffrey Epstein's house in 2010. It's just a fun one. You can look it up. There's articles. It wasn't like a big party. There was like 7 people there.
Shane has been accused of being anti-Asian. He has the complexion and physique of a steamed dumpling. We would be subjected to 3 Jumanjis, 2 ride-alongs, and whatever Make-A-Wish situation you have going on with the plastic cup boys.
The Roast of Kevin Hart. Full episode 1 wasn't just another celebrity comedy special. It became one of the wildest and most controversial live events Netflix has aired in years. On May 10th, inside a packed Kia Forum in Los Angeles, Kevin Hart sat in front of thousands of fans and millions watching from home, while some of the biggest names in entertainment spent nearly 3 straight hours tearing him apart in front of the entire internet. And this wasn't controlled television. Netflix streamed the entire thing live during the Netflix is a Joke Festival, meaning every awkward pause, every risky joke, and every uncomfortable reaction hit viewers in real time with absolutely no editing. The night quickly spiraled far beyond normal roast comedy. Surprise celebrity appearances shocked the crowd. Old rivalries exploded back into public view, and the surprises nobody saw coming. The Rock's years of public tension between them. And as comedians kept pushing boundaries further and further, social media erupted into chaos over jokes many viewers believe crossed major lines. What started as Hollywood celebrities joking around quickly became something much bigger than comedy. By the end of the night, people weren't just debating who had the funniest jokes. They were arguing about race, celebrity culture, cancel culture, and whether Netflix had allowed the roast to go way too far. And somehow, Kevin Hart sat through all of it smiling. But before the controversy exploded online, there was one big reason this roast became such a massive event in the first place. Kevin Hart didn't become a roast target overnight. For more than a decade, he built himself into one of the most recognizable comedians on the planet. What started in small stand-up clubs eventually turned into sold-out arena tours, billion-dollar movie franchises, endorsement deals, and non-stop appearances across television and social media. At one point, it felt almost impossible to escape Kevin Hart. He was everywhere. One week he was starring alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in another major action movie. The next week, he was hosting an award show.
Wait a damn minute. They lied and said they was going to give me the funniest moments. I don't want to hear this recap of this shit.
Because I've been through a lot of shit. On paper, I should be fucking crazy. On paper, all the shit I've been through, I should be fucking crazy. And who knows? Maybe it's coming. Maybe I got crazy waiting on me. Because you don't expect it. Nobody plans to be
jokes in comedy. He openly joked about his family, his celebrity friendships, his parenting struggles, and even embarrassing moments from his personal life. Fans felt like they knew Kevin because he always presented himself as the loud, confident guy willing to laugh at absolutely anything.
My brother make me laugh though. My brother, I call him King Negative. No matter how great something is, my brother finds a negative in it. I've never seen anything like it. Like, I just bought land. And I'm like, yo, man, instead of going out looking for a house, I bought land. I'm just going to build a house. He was like, good luck. You got no experience. I'm not physically building a house. I'm going to get people to come out. Hope you can trust them. What is your problem?
That confidence became part of his brand. Kevin spent years roasting fellow celebrities, trash-talking his friends online, and clowning everybody around him in interviews. So when Netflix announced an official roast dedicated entirely to Kevin Hart, fans immediately knew the comedians invited onto that stage were going to come fully prepared. And because Kevin had built a reputation for handling pressure better than almost anyone in comedy, viewers expected him to survive whatever came his way. But what nobody expected was just how stacked the celebrity lineup would become once the event finally started. Because the second one surprise guest walked onto that stage, the entire energy inside the building changed instantly. The roast was already chaotic by the time the biggest surprise of the night happened. Then suddenly, wrestling-style entrance music blasted through the Kia Forum speakers. The lights shifted and the crowd completely lost control. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had arrived. Nobody expected him to appear, which made the moment hit even harder. Fans immediately jumped to their feet screaming before he even reached the microphone. The energy inside the arena changed instantly because people knew this wasn't just another celebrity cameo. This was Kevin Hart's closest Hollywood friend stepping onto the stage with full permission to destroy him publicly, and The Rock wasted absolutely no time. The second he grabbed the mic, he started firing shots at Kevin's height, joking that Hart looked like a motivational speaker for kindergarten students.
None of you have the right to talk about my little burnt Oompa Loompa. Only me.
He mocked Kevin's giant celebrity ego, their endless action movies together, and even joked about needing a microscope to find him backstage. Every punchline landed harder because the audience knew their friendship was real. These weren't strangers reading scripted insults. This was years of inside jokes finally unleashed in public. At one point, The Rock joked that Kevin's tattoos looked like someone had printed motivational quotes onto a child-sized action figure. The crowd completely exploded. Even Kevin struggled to stop laughing at certain moments, but then something unexpected happened. Right in the middle of all the insults, The Rock suddenly changed tone. He looked directly at Kevin and got serious for a moment. He talked about their friendship, the losses both men experienced in their personal lives, and how much respect he had for Kevin's journey.
Recently, both of our dads died. I thought it is something that bonds us. Can you guys see my old man? Okay, oh cool, there he is, yeah. He was a fucking tank, you know? Now, whereas Kevin's dad...
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. What the f was that, man?
Then he raised a glass and told him, "I love you, brother." For a few seconds, the roast stopped feeling like comedy and started feeling genuinely emotional. The audience could see that underneath all the brutal jokes, there was real loyalty between them. That moment gave the entire event a different energy. It reminded viewers that this wasn't just celebrities humiliating each other for laughs. These relationships actually mattered. But the emotional moment didn't last long, because once Cat Williams finally walked onto that stage, the atmosphere inside the arena...
I was thoroughly tricked by this video, but I guess it's a recap. Well, no, yeah, this motherfucker say full episode 1 official full roasting, but it's not. Now the second video is top 10 funniest moments, so maybe we'll get some of the jokes that everybody found offensive and racist. We'll get to those.
The arena shifted from funny to genuinely unpredictable. If there was one moment viewers were waiting for all night, it was Cat Williams stepping onto that stage. Because unlike some of the other celebrities roasting Kevin Hart for fun, Cat came into the event carrying years of real tension with him. For a long time, fans had watched the relationship between Kevin Hart and Cat Williams slowly fall apart in public. Through interviews, podcasts, radio appearances, and social media clips, both comedians had taken indirect and direct shots at each other over the years. Cat openly questioned Kevin's rapid rise in Hollywood, while Kevin often brushed off the criticism publicly without fully escalating things. But the tension never really disappeared. So when Netflix revealed Cat Williams would appear during the roast, people instantly started wondering if this was going to become more than comedy. And the second Cat walked onto the stage, the entire room felt different. He didn't ease into the jokes. He came out swinging immediately. Cat targeted Kevin's movie career, joking that half of Hart's films looked like they were written by corporate focus groups. He mocked Kevin's nonstop hustle, his public image, and the way Hollywood seemed determined to put him in every possible project at the same time.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Cat.
I'm surprised they invited me. That's how little star power you have. They had to start inviting your enemies. I said I hate him. They said come anyway. For the people at home, you're wondering, why is the Cat Man doing this? For the money, bitch. For those of you just joining us, Kevin and I had beef, and I'll tell you why. Because privately, this motherfucker stole everything from me. Before he saw my act, he was a 6'3" white man. I tried to tell y'all that Kevin Hart was a plant, because I keep burying him. He keeps springing back the fuck up, just like a plant. Yes, I said some things I'd like to take back. Some things I said were misunderstood. I did say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet, and I want to explain that, because it might not be what you think. I meant that the head of Netflix literally has his whole hand up Kevin's and can make him do anything.
Some jokes landed hard enough to make even the other comedians react. Then Cat started referencing more personal topics connected to Kevin's past controversies and family history. The crowd's energy noticeably shifted. Some people laughed nervously. Others looked completely stunned that the jokes were going this far during a live Netflix event with no delay button. And because the two comedians had such a public history, viewers watching online immediately started wondering whether this would turn into a genuine confrontation instead of a roast. Social media exploded in real time with fans debating whether Kat was crossing lines intentionally or simply doing what roasts are designed for.
Yo, it's a lot of people that are trying to make more of the whole Kevin Hart.
These folk then use Anton as a reference.
Cat Williams reconciliation than I think that it's supposed to be. It's a roast. And so if it had been anybody else outside of Cat Williams saying the things that they were saying about Kevin Hart, the Cat Williams and the whole idea of it is a roast. And before the roast, Kevin Hart was saying that he wanted the toughest jokes and all of this stuff because he could take it.
Now, for a few minutes, it genuinely felt unpredictable. Then came the moment nobody expected. In the middle of Kat's set, Kevin Hart suddenly stood up. Instead of firing back aggressively, he walked toward Kat and publicly offered peace right there on stage.
Quite the fucking surprise with Kat. I can sit, I can watch you, I can laugh, because I'm a fucking fan first, okay? I'm a fan first. Live television, to put our fucking beef behind us, I am offering you an olive branch of peace. I want to be a brother. I want to be a friend. Kat, I want to move on. Can we move on, man? Can we move on?
The audience immediately erupted as the two comedians embraced in front of the crowd. What looked like years of tension suddenly transformed into one of the biggest moments of the entire night. The internet instantly treated it like a major celebrity reconciliation. Clips spread everywhere within minutes. Fans debated whether the moment was completely genuine or partially planned for entertainment value. Later, Kevin admitted there was definitely performance involved, because at the end of the day, it was still a live show built for entertainment. But he also made it clear that he sincerely wanted to move forward positively with Kat after years of public tension. For a brief moment, the roast actually seemed heartfelt. But while fans were still talking about that emotional reunion, another storm was already beginning online. Because several jokes made later in the night would completely overshadow almost everything else people remembered from the event. As the roast continued, the atmosphere inside the Kia Forum became noticeably more dangerous. The jokes stopped feeling like standard celebrity insults and started drifting into territory many viewers immediately.
Where is he getting this from? These motherfuckers was laughing the whole night. If something was ghastly, you heard a like they couldn't believe it. But what the fuck is he talking about? They was laughing, falling out their tail. Nigga, Kevin Hart was laughing the whole night. The people who were being insulted laughed the whole fucking night. So I'm just confused as to why the world is upset when they wasn't being fucking talked about. It was specific people being talked about, not all niggas. So why niggas upset in the first place? Your name ain't Kevin Hart. Your name ain't Draymond Green. Your name ain't Naeem. Your name ain't Lizzo. So why the fuck are y'all offended? Your name ain't George motherfucking Floyd.
Immediately considered controversial, and two names quickly became the center of the backlash: Tony Hinchcliffe and Shane Gillis. Both comedians are already known for pushing boundaries, and during Kevin Hart's roast, they leaned fully into that reputation. Their sets included comments many viewers considered offensive, along with jokes critics said crossed major lines involving race, tragedy, and highly sensitive real-world topics.
Being 5'1" sucks, but at least you can tell them apart from all the other blacks.
Everybody know it's a known joke that all black people look the same. It's a joke that white people say. Kind of like we say white people smell like dogs. They say we all look alike. Hell, some of us say we all look alike. Why was everybody offended by that? Why? Why, Sway? Why?
Yeah, they told me to be racist. I don't... When you see Kevin stand next to all his normal-sized black friends, he looks like the period at the end of a sentence. Yes, Kevin, thank you.
Let me show y'all the visual, right? Let me give y'all the visual one time on Kevin when Shane Gillis comes up and says those two jokes in particular. How the fuck do I do that? Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's watch the man who's being made fun of. Let's watch his reaction.
These sensitive real-world topics.
The man that invited this nigga to host.
Being 5'1" sucks, but at least you can tell them apart from all the other blacks. Yeah, they told me to be racist. I don't... When you see Kevin stand next to all his normal-sized black friends, he looks like the period at the end of a sentence. Yes, Kevin, thank you.
Yeah.
This is where, it's really...
Kevin Hart stood up and said, yeah, he enjoyed the motherfucking joke. So again, I'm trying to figure out why anybody that's not Kevin Hart is motherfucking offended. Why? That nigga is clearly laughing. He don't look upset. It ain't no nervous laughter. None of that. He just kicking it. He getting full of yak.
Understand Kevin's origins, you have to go back to the beginning. Kevin's ancestors came to America in a slave ship in a bottle.
Okay, let me show the visual on that again. That was fucking funny too, because he smiled at, I think about the little antique ships that we built coming up in the day. It's funny to see Kevin family on it. I mean, if y'all claim the slave ship shit anyway, so since it's claimed by us anyway, that was funny to me. Because I just think about the old time stories where you look on somebody's little mantle or whatever, and they got 3-4 ships in a bottle that it took them 17 years to build. Remember that? That was why it was funny to me. Let's see, the image is up. All right, let's look at Kevin again. When this particular joke is made about slavery and his ancestors.
I have to go back to the beginning. Kevin's ancestors came to America in a slave ship in a bottle.
One moment in particular immediately exploded.
How did he have to do anything, man? Like y'all people kill me saying it. He had to. No, he didn't. He's already rich beyond his wildest dream. A few more million from Netflix for a show that he produced and got producers credits for that's gonna go on well after niggas forget about this. Like, he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to hire those people. He didn't even have to agree to a roast. When they said, hey, Kevin, we want to honor you, he could have said, I'm good. So what do you mean he had to? Just like Tom Brady could have said, nah, I decline. The people have to accept being roasted. If you say no, it doesn't work. Like Flavor Flav, when he did the one that everybody knows about, he could have said no, but he wanted the money that was going to come with it, so he went with it. What do you mean he had to laugh? If it's not funny, you don't laugh. Just like it was a whole bunch of people in the audience and on the stage that were comedians. If shit wasn't funny to them, they didn't laugh. But I guess they had to because they was getting paid, but they didn't.
Across social media. Tony Hinchcliffe made a joke referencing George Floyd that left parts of the audience visibly uncomfortable. Reports from people inside the arena described nervous laughter mixed with long stretches of silence as viewers processed what had just been said. Even online, reactions appeared almost instantly. Clips spread across X, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube within minutes, triggering outrage before the roast had even finished airing.
Kevin has so few black friends that he started a vegan fast food chain and nobody stopped him.
No, I don't believe in humiliation rituals because regular people are humiliated every day and it don't got nothing to do with Hollywood and money. So I don't believe in it. Niggas get embarrassed online every day and ain't monetized. So nah, I don't believe in that. And if that's the case, everybody up there was humiliated. Nobody up there wasn't humiliated. So I guess all of them were in a humiliation ritual, even though like The Rock and Kevin Hart were clearly the two richest motherfuckers up there. Everybody's on different footing, but they all took part in the humiliation ritual because they got humiliated too. We don't even know how much these people got paid, but we're gonna say they did it for the money. All right. They have no proof of any of this.
He's won 2 Grammys, at least that's what the scale says when he stands on it. It's true he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. This fight. You've done good though, Kevin.
That was hilarious because we thought he was gonna say ninja or nigga, but he said ninjas always fighting. That was hilarious.
He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. This fight. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you right now. George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
Shane Gillis also faced criticism after including race.
See, it didn't hit. It wasn't funny. If it was funny, I would have laughed. I've laughed at some George Floyd jokes. That wasn't one of them. But it's not because his name was said. I laughed at some JFK jokes. I'd have laughed at some Lincoln jokes. I'd have laughed at some. It'd be funny sometimes. It'd be. I made some Rodney King jokes.
Related humor that many viewers believe pushed far beyond normal roast comedy. While some fans defended the material as just roast culture, others argued the jokes relied more on shock value than actual punchlines. The backlash intensified because the event was happening live. There was no edit.
The shock value was the punchline because the shock value was funny.
No opportunity to remove material afterward, and no way for Netflix to soften the reaction in real time. Millions of viewers witnessed the controversy unfold together at the exact same moment. Soon, celebrities and comedians began responding publicly. Chelsea Handler openly criticized both Hinchcliffe and Gillis during interviews and podcasts after the event. She said she believed some material crossed serious.
Yeah, like a week later, 2 weeks later.
Lines and accused certain.
I mean, she's saying some shit went over the line, but she told this man, it looked like I could be your mama because she's a known alcoholic and she'd had a lot of abortions, and she was like, I probably would have been drinking with you, so she could make fetal alcohol syndrome jokes. But the other jokes are too far. She did that to try to get the popular vote. It ain't gonna happen, Chelsea. Your best years are gone. You got some nice tits, though. I will give you that. They was looking nice on the show.
Comedians of hiding behind edgy humor to excuse offensive jokes.
You were uncomfortable. It was gross. Some of the stuff is really gross. And I get it. I guess that's the spirit of a roast. But even, I don't know, I find it all to be pretty ick. So I just wanted to play.
Lil Rel Howery also condemned parts of the roast, calling some of the comments disturbing rather than funny. Then the controversy became even more serious once representative connected to George Floyd's family publicly responded. Statements released after the roast condemned the joke and questioned why material connected to a painful real-world tragedy was allowed into a mainstream Netflix special in the first place. Critics accused.
Because we make Holocaust jokes. We make jokes about every goddamn thing. That's why it was allowed in. What the hell? This is what we do.
Netflix of prioritizing viral shock moments over responsibility. Others blamed Kevin Hart as the producer attached to the event, arguing he should have stepped in before certain jokes ever reached the stage. Meanwhile, defenders of the roast argued that roast comedy has always been designed to push boundaries and make audiences uncomfortable. Online debates instantly split into two sides. Some viewers claimed modern audiences had become too sensitive, while others believed comedians were using roast culture as an excuse to say things they normally wouldn't get away with publicly. What started as a celebrity comedy event was now turning into a national conversation about race, comedy, and where the line should actually exist. But the backlash didn't stop with viewers. Very quickly, the controversy reached comedians, activists, and even political leaders. One of the most interesting reactions came from someone who wasn't even on stage that night. Saturday Night Live star Michael Che had originally.
I will say this. Throughout all this backlash, can we not say the roast did its job? It's like 2 weeks later and this shit is still it's still trending news. It has not died down yet. It's going. This Saturday will be 3 weeks this shit happened. Mother's Day. It did its job. We're talking about it, whether good or bad, and that's all good publicity for Netflix. Everybody got paid.
Been connected to the roast, but reportedly missed the event because of scheduling conflicts with SNL. Still, only days after the special aired, Che became one of the loudest voices discussing what happened. Instead of focusing on individual jokes, Che focused on something much bigger, who was actually writing the material behind the scenes. In a series of Instagram posts, Che argued that black comedians and white comedians often approach roast humor very differently. According to him, black roasting culture traditionally focuses more on playful humiliation and personal teasing, while some white comedians involved in modern roasts tend to push toward darker subjects involving trauma, race, violence, and deeply personal controversy.
A new controversy is brewing around Netflix's roast to Kevin Hart after comedian Michael Che called out the show's writing staff online. Che also posted a photo of 5 white writers from the special, poking fun at the idea of that group writing jokes for Kevin Hart's roast. His post quickly sparked conversation online with people debating representation in comedy writing and who should be helping shape the material for events like this. Now, it's important to note, the roast...
The writers that Netflix had didn't write any jokes for the comedians. The comedians wrote their own shit because that's what they do. Now, the non-comedians, the Regina Halls, the Lizzos, the Tiana Taylors, the Draymond Greens, yeah, they had shit written for them because they're not fucking comedians.
To actually credit 17 writers total, including several black comedians and writers who contributed to the special.
His comments immediately caught attention because many viewers already felt uncomfortable with some of the material aired during the special. Che also criticized the makeup of part of the roast writing staff, specifically highlighting concerns over the racial composition of certain writers connected to Shane Gillis's set. His posts quickly went viral because they shifted the conversation away from just, was the joke funny, into a much larger discussion about representation behind the scenes in comedy. Suddenly, people weren't only debating the performers, they were debating the entire structure of how these events get made. Online discussion.
I died laughing when he told Lizzo, "Nice flute, you fat fucking bitch." I found that hilarious. Cause she had just flamed him up. He was caught off guard. He didn't know the writers had flamed him up like that. That was an impromptu. He was about to go ahead to the next thing. He was like, hey, hold up. I'm gonna get this bitch.
Discussions exploded across social media. Who decides what jokes make it into major productions? Does representation inside comedy writers' rooms matter? Where is the line between offensive humor and free speech? And can roast comedy still survive in an era where every joke instantly spreads online forever? Some defended the comedians completely, arguing that audiences voluntarily watch roasts knowing they're meant to be ruthless. Others argue that mainstream platforms like Netflix carry a different level of responsibility because of their global reach. The debate became so massive that Kevin Hart himself almost disappeared from the center of the story. The roast had transformed into something far larger than one celebrity being insulted for laughs. And while the internet continued arguing nonstop about race, comedy, and boundaries, the celebrities inside the roast kept escalating the chaos even further. By the halfway point of the roast, the entire event had stopped feeling predictable. The celebrity guests weren't just roasting Kevin Hart anymore. They were turning on each other, reviving old drama, exposing personal history, and using the stage almost like a public battlefield disguised as comedy. And then Pete Davidson grabbed the mic.
Pete had one of the funniest sets out of it all. Like, these people even said, I got permission to do that joke. I asked if it would be okay to do this joke. The white guy asked the black woman if it would be okay for him to make a joke about her husband committing suicide. And she said yes, because if she said no, he just wouldn't have done the joke. It would have been out the set. Pete was funny though.
Microphone. The second Pete walked on stage, the audience already expected chaos. His reputation alone guaranteed it. Over the past few years, Davidson had become one of the most talked about comedians in celebrity culture, partly because of his dating.
So you really think, son, you really think when Cheryl got up there and called them people crackers, that was written by the white man? And then when she said, if you would have said nigga, you wouldn't have made it out of Inglewood alive. You think the white man wrote that? Her set was impromptu.
History, his brutally honest humor, and especially his very public feud with Kanye West. So when Pete started building toward a Kanye joke, the crowd immediately leaned in. For viewers who somehow forgot the backstory, the tension between Pete and Kanye
What do you mean blackball? When was the last time you heard Cheryl Underwood being in the goddamn public? Other than being like a co-host on a talk show? Like, what are you talking about? This lady ain't no A-list celebrity. What the fuck would she be blackballed from? Y'all ain't like half these people on the stage y'all have never seen before or heard before. So what are they gonna be blackballed from? How would they be blackballed? You don't even know these people. You ain't seen Cheryl Underwood since Queens of Comedy. And by that logic, if she would have been blackballed, she would have been like the rest of the women that was in Queens of Comedy. Where the fuck they at? It was 4 of them. Where they at? Everybody don't want the spotlight after that. She just did a solid for her friend. Her friend asked her friend Kevin went to her and asked her to be part of his roast. And she said yes. It just so happened money came with doing it, but they would have done it for free because they friends. I said she would have. I ain't said Cheryl Underwood would have been blackballed, and Wade, this lady is irrelevant at this point in time.
Exploded back in 2022 after Pete dated Kim Kardashian following her split from Kanye. What followed became...
She gonna miss out on the next movie, the next comedy special that she ain't had in 20 years. She gonna miss out on the next talk. Let me see how long it's been since she was on a damn talk show. Let me Google this. Let me let the dude talk.
One of the internet's messiest celebrity feuds.
Tony, nothing you say tonight will hurt my feelings. I was in a beef with Kanye, so I've taken shots from better gay Nazis.
Kanye publicly targeted Pete online for months, posted about him repeatedly on social media, mocked him in music, and even gave him the nickname Skeki, which instantly went viral. At the time, the drama dominated entertainment headlines everywhere. So during Kevin Hart's roast, Pete decided to reopen that chapter in front of millions watching live. While roasting several people in the room, Pete suddenly referenced Kanye directly, joking that he had taken shots from better people before. The punchline also referenced Kanye's past controversies and inflammatory public statements that had already damaged his reputation over the last several years. The audience reaction was immediate. Some people burst out laughing while others looked genuinely shocked that Pete went there during a live Netflix broadcast. Online, clips of the joke spread almost instantly because viewers already knew Kanye had a history of responding publicly whenever his name got mentioned. And just like that, the roast temporarily became less about Kevin Hart and more about the possibility of another celebrity feud restarting in real time. But Pete wasn't the only person escalating the tension. Chelsea Handler stepped onto the stage next, and unlike some comedians,
Cheryl Underwood ain't been on TV on the talk since 2021. And that was her first time being on a talk show or on TV outside of stand-up specials. So where was she exactly gonna be blackballed from, and she ain't been in the public eye for 5 years? Is she making royalties off the talk wherever it plays in reruns?
who hid behind sarcasm, she went directly at the controversy surrounding the roast itself. By this point in the night, criticism towards Shane Gillis and Tony Hinchcliffe was already spreading online over jokes many viewers considered offensive. Chelsea clearly knew the audience tension was building, and instead of avoiding it, she confronted it head-on. During her set, she openly criticized material she viewed as racist, sexist, or needlessly inflammatory. Then she started firing direct insults at both comedians in front of everyone. She mocked Tony Hinchcliffe's appearance and stage persona with brutal one-liners that instantly became some of the most quoted moments of the entire event. She also referenced Shane Gillis's past controversies, including the backlash that led to his removal from Saturday Night Live years earlier after offensive comments resurfaced online. What made Chelsea's set stand out wasn't just the jokes themselves. It was the fact that she seemed genuinely angry underneath the comedy. The audience could feel it. Her delivery blurred the line between roasting and actual confrontation, which only made the room more uncomfortable and unpredictable. At that point, the roast had fully transformed into something chaotic. Instead of comedians simply attacking...
I don't like this dude's summation of what's happening here. But we're gonna let him cook just to give it he's not the only one that felt that way, but I don't like his summation. But it's a summation nonetheless, so we're almost done with it. It's like 7 more minutes left.
Kevin Hart for entertainment. They were now exposing personal grudges, political tensions, cultural disagreements, and old industry drama right in front of a live global audience. Every new speaker seemed determined to outdo the last person with an even more shocking moment. And somehow, Kevin Hart mostly sat back laughing while the entire event spiraled around him. But despite all the celebrity chaos, one person unexpectedly managed to steal the entire night. And by the time she finished speaking, even the loudest comedians in the room looked stunned. Throughout the entire roast, Cheryl Underwood absorbed some of the harshest jokes thrown at anyone on stage. Comedians targeted everything from her appearance to her age, her career, her voice, and
she was an easy target. Cheryl is hard. Cheryl knows she ain't no goddamn pretty woman. She know this. She knows this. She's been her whole life. She knew she was good. Just like Kevin knew he was gonna hear short jokes. He knew it.
room looked stunned. Throughout the entire roast, Cheryl Underwood absorbed some of the harshest jokes thrown at anyone on stage. Comedians targeted everything from her appearance to her age, her career, her voice, and...
Come on now. Look at her. She dressed up like a California raisin. I think that joke was made. Oh no, that joke was made about Kevin Hart daddy, I think. Well, I don't know if it was made about her jacket and then it went to a Kevin Hart daddy joke.
even deeply personal parts of her life. At several moments, it felt like nearly every person who grabbed the microphone had at least one joke prepared specifically for her. But unlike some guests who laughed off,
they had jokes for everybody except for Regina Hall. She is the only one who didn't get it. If Tiana had stayed out there, she probably would have got it, but she said what she said and left. Cat left too. If you sat on the stage, you get it. Except for Regina Hall for some odd reason. I don't know why they ain't fuck with her. See, Regina Hall was probably one of them people that said, nah, I'm good on the jokes. I'm just showing up to help my friend out, tell some funny stories about him, make a couple jokes about him and be through with it. She didn't go for all that. In fact, the only joke I heard him say was Regina Hall after he made the joke about Cheryl's husband being there. He said, I think her husband is still alive, pass, and nobody else mentioned her the rest of the night. I guess she gonna get blackballed because she said no. Even though we saw her in them nice looking ass titties on Netflix, millions of people saw her, heard her name, got publicity, got in rotation. She gonna get blackballed. Even though I don't think she's actively looking for Hollywood work, but you know, the blackball is real.
Awkwardly and moved on, Cheryl fought back, and the second she finally took control of the stage, the energy inside the building completely changed. From the beginning of her set, she looked calm, confident, and completely unfazed by everything thrown at her earlier in the night. Then, she started firing back with a level of precision that...
Well, y'all see her standing there with Shane, the one that made the joke about her husband. I guess she had to take a photo with him.
Building completely changed. From the beginning of her set, she looked calm, confident, and completely unfazed by everything thrown at her.
She had to do this. She couldn't have took just a picture by herself. She had to stand with Shane.
Earlier in the night. Then, she started firing back with a level of precision that instantly shocked the room. Her timing was sharp, her delivery felt natural, and every response landed harder because it sounded less rehearsed and more personal. She targeted...
It was. She went off the cuff. Because she's a real motherfucking comedian.
Multiple comedians directly, including Tony Hinchcliffe and Shane Gillis, calling out what she viewed as reckless comedy while still keeping the audience laughing. At one point, she delivered a warning aimed at Gillis regarding controversial language and racial humor, making it clear that certain boundaries carried real consequences outside comedy clubs. The audience reaction was massive. People inside the Kia Forum reportedly stood up cheering during parts of her set. Social media immediately started circulating clips of her comeback lines.
Yes, and that part of the set was her calling them crackers. Niggas cheered at crackers and shit being thrown around. They cheered at that. But they're upset when black jokes are thrown. Maybe I should go to more white comedy clubs. We've heard what black comedians say about white people. Maybe we should go to white comedy clubs and hear what they say about us. It's the same thing. They're just racist jokes. If we find them smelling like mayo is funny, white people find us eating chicken and watermelon funny. It just is what the fuck it is. They stereotypes that are funny.
With many viewers calling her the funniest and most commanding performer of the entire night. What made Cheryl's performance so memorable was the balance she managed to create. She was funny without sounding forced, aggressive without losing control, emotional without turning the moment into a lecture. She acknowledged the uncomfortable tension in the room while still understanding the assignment of a roast. And for many viewers, that balance was exactly what the rest of the event had been missing.
I made it out of motherfucking Inglewood alive, but I'm glad that Shane, your motherfucking ass, stopped.
Danielle, how do you know she was called in last minute? Where did you get this information from? Point me to the article, the blog site, or whatever so I can see this myself. Otherwise, it looked like you just making up shit at this point. You said Illuminati, humiliation rituals, niggas is getting blackballed, niggas is getting called in last minute. Jeez, where's Omar Gooden when you need him?
That wigger or anything that sound like nigga, you wouldn't have made it out of motherfucking Inglewood alive. You will respect us in this house. This is the fucking forum.
Some fans later argued that Cheryl Underwood accomplished something almost nobody else managed that night. She proved comedians could push back against offensive material while still being genuinely entertaining. By the end of her set, the crowd's energy had completely shifted. Even some of the comedians sitting nearby looked caught off guard by how thoroughly she had taken over the room. For a brief moment, it felt like the roast had regained control of itself. But once the camera stopped rolling and the internet fully processed everything that had happened that night, Netflix found itself facing a controversy far bigger than comedy. When the live broadcast finally ended, most people expected the internet to spend a few days debating who had the funniest jokes and then move on. But that's not what happened at all. Instead, the roast triggered a wave of backlash that kept growing long after the lights inside the Kia Forum shut off. Within hours, criticism started spreading far beyond entertainment websites and comedy fans. Activists, civil rights leaders, community organizers, and public figures began publicly condemning several moments from the special, especially jokes connected to George Floyd and race-related humor. In Minneapolis, where George Floyd's death sparked worldwide protests in 2020, local leaders held press conferences speaking directly against material included during the roast. Community organizations.
Okay, you're correct on that one, Danielle. It says, just get to the point. It says, however, she was brought in to participate shortly before the taping, and her standout said, so okay. And it said she shortly before the taping. So I'm gonna assume that was hours before.
Organizations argue that using real-life tragedy for entertainment crossed a serious line, particularly with Floyd's family and the city still carrying emotional scars years later. Civil rights attorney Nikema Levy-Armstrong publicly criticized the special, calling parts of the material deeply harmful to communities still dealing with grief and trauma. Other activists connected the controversy to larger conversations about race in entertainment and questioned why Netflix allowed certain jokes onto such a massive platform. Soon, demands for accountability started growing louder. Several groups called for direct public apologies from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe over the George Floyd references. Others demanded Netflix remove specific jokes or edit the special entirely. Kevin Hart also faced criticism as both the central figure and one of the producers attached to the event, with some critics arguing he should have stepped in before certain material reached the stage. At the same time, defenders of the roast pushed back hard. Supporters argue that roast comedy has always existed specifically to test boundaries, offend people, and create discomfort. They claimed audiences tuning into celebrity roasts already understand the format involves aggressive humor and controversial jokes. Some fans even argued that the backlash itself proved the comedians succeeded in doing exactly what roast comics are supposed to do, provoke reactions. But critics saw it differently. For them, the issue wasn't simply offensive comedy. It was the feeling that painful real-world events and racial trauma were being turned into entertainment without any deeper purpose beyond shock value. Many questioned whether giant streaming platforms like Netflix should treat all subjects as fair game, simply because the event was labeled a roast. The debate quickly exploded across social media, podcasts, news outlets, and YouTube commentary channels.
Hey, here's a Cheryl Underwood joke of the night, though. Question for the day is, who has had more black dick in this town, me or Chelsea Handler? The answer is Tony Hinchcliffe. He not gay, but, it's funny to make jokes about him being gay because he look a little gay. Why is that okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas can't pick and choose what the fuck they find funny and what's not. If y'all saying the black jokes was offensive, I think niggas being called gay is offensive if they're not gay. That was a joke. People laughed at that one.
Entertainment headlines stopped focusing on Kevin Hart's performance entirely and started centering around bigger cultural questions involving comedy, race, free speech, and accountability. Ironically, the controversy only made more people curious about the special. Despite all the backlash, viewership numbers reportedly surged as clips went viral online. People who missed the live broadcast suddenly wanted to see what caused so much outrage. Every controversial...
Here's a quote from Cheryl also. A lot of people felt bad for me because they were talking about my husband's suicide, she said. But those jokes were written so well, they made me laugh. I believe the line is the intention of the comedian and the construction of the joke. But she said they were well-written jokes about her deceased husband, and they made her laugh.
moment became free promotion across the internet. In some ways, the chaos surrounding the roast may have made it even bigger than Netflix originally expected. And that's what made the entire situation so strange. The event was designed to be a celebrity comedy special. Instead, it transformed into a national argument about where entertainment ends and responsibility begins. And in the end, the roast of Kevin Hart became something nobody originally expected. Not just a roast, but a cultural flashpoint. What started as a night of celebrities joking about Kevin Hart slowly evolved into one of the most debated comedy events Netflix has ever streamed live. Over the course of 3 chaotic hours, viewers watched surprise reunions, emotional moments, uncomfortable silence, celebrity feuds, and controversy unfold in real time without filters or edits. The roast delivered exactly what Netflix wanted from an entertainment perspective, non-stop viral moments that kept the internet talking for days. But it also exposed something much bigger happening inside modern comedy. The event became a public battle over where humor crosses the line. Discussions about race, representation, shock humor, cancel culture, and free speech completely overshadowed the original purpose of the roast itself. Some viewers praised the special for being fearless and unapologetic in an era where many comedians claim they feel restricted. Others believe parts of the show crossed into territory that should never become entertainment at all, and right in the center of all of it was Kevin Hart. For every brutal joke, awkward reaction, and controversy exploding around him, Kevin somehow managed to survive one of the harshest celebrity roasts ever broadcast live to a global audience. Whether viewers loved the event or hated it, almost everyone agreed on one thing: people could not stop talking about it. Even now, the roast continues fueling debates across comedy circles, podcasts, and social media. Some call it legendary roast comedy. Others call it a warning sign about how far shock humor has gone. But either way, Netflix achieved something impossible to ignore. The roast of Kevin Hart wasn't just about jokes. It became a test of how far modern comedy can go before the audience turns against it. Let us know your thoughts in comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video to support the channel. Subscribe to Holly Hike TV for the latest updates and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Until next time, peace out.
Kevin, you're gonna hear some things tonight that you're not familiar with. Those things are called punchlines.
Okay, these supposed to be the top 10 funniest moments. I don't know according to who, but it's just some of them. I'm assuming some of the racist ones will be in there. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Then we're just gonna listen to some black comedians talk about white people. And I'm gonna ask y'all why y'all aren't offended.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the funniest moments from Netflix's The Roast of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, tonight I dress like your idol Eddie Murphy because he's
Oh
not.
yeah, I think this is a white woman that did this video, so there's definitely gonna be some racist jokes in there. I ain't mad at it. It's funny.
Funniest moments from Netflix's The Roast of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, tonight I dress like your idol Eddie Murphy because he's not coming.
Number 10, Tom Brady's Vengeance. Usher set a tone for the evening with a diss track, taking lyrical shots at Hart's stand-up, size, and status as a sellout.
Watching Kevin ain't the same for nobody. What the f*** don't do commercial, had to do a roast, cause them jokes ain't cracking like they used to. Look at what money does to you. Yeah.
Hart kicked Usher and his cherries off the stage. Reclaiming the spotlight, Hart reflected on the roast of Tom Brady, which he hosted back in 2024. Hart still had some choice words left over for the former NFL quarterback.
Tom sat there the whole time with the white man face. Went on radio stations after that. What is that about me? I can't believe.
He wasn't the only one with unfinished business, as Brady himself returned to settle the score. Gifting Hart a mini jersey, Brady argued that the roast had downgraded, going from an MVP to the star of 2 ride-along movies. Did you hear they're apparently making a third? At least Brady didn't insult Hart's wife, Aniko Parrish, although he wasn't above hitting on her.
Kevin, you took a lot of shots at my family during my roast, but I'm too classy to go after your beautiful wife. Where am I? What's up, girl?
Number 9, Jeff Ross, Discount Eddie. Eddie Murphy ain't available for your roast? No worries, Jeff Ross can always squeeze into that red leather suit and dance to the Beverly Hills Cop theme. Things got raw with the Roastmaster General, who ignited a shocked response with a joke about Pete Davidson's late father.
By the way, Underwood is also where they found Pete Davidson's dad on 9/11.
Ross went on to throw shade at Hart's.
He was the first comedian out there. Now, again, I heard a lot of black people up in arms about the George Floyd joke, because he dead. You don't do jokes about the dead, but he literally just made a joke about Pete Davidson's dad dying in 9/11. That's an ugly way to die. Y'all know what y'all see motherfuckers jumping out of buildings and shit because they didn't want to burn up. They would just rather end it quick. We know how horrific that day was. And that was a joke that people laughed at, and nobody was offended for some odd reason, which is why. I guess because it was a white guy making a joke on a white person?
Who's that on 9/11?
Ross went on to throw shade at Hart's father and his history of substance use. He toned it down while talking about Hart's mother, who died from cancer in 2007.
I know how important she was in your life. She was strict. One time you were acting up and she beat you with a Hot Wheels track, is that right? But Kevin being Kevin was undaunted, put the track back together, got in his Hot Wheels car.
We think us getting our ass whooped with Hot Wheel tracks is funny. He's told that we think this shit is funny.
Drove right to Hollywood.
We make trauma jokes and then people turn around and say, why would you make a joke about something that's traumatic? The same reason you do, motherfucker. How many comedians have told jokes about getting their ass whooped? About being beat by their parents?
Ross is no stranger to cancer, having recently undergone treatment. He credited Hart for convincing him to get a colonoscopy after making fun of his appearance at the last roast.
And that cancer screening was more entertaining than any screening you've ever invited me to. They found a stage 3 tumor in my colon. But luckily, like you, Kevin, it stopped growing.
So, in a way, insult humor might have...
He made his own joke about having cancer. In fact, the reason he found out he had cancer is because Kevin Hart made a joke about him looking sicker and sicker every time he seen him, and he went and got a colonoscopy after that and found out he had cancer. They made cancer jokes about this man all night. Niggas wasn't offended.
saved Ross's life, proving that laughter is the best medicine.
Thank you for saving my...
I wasn't offended at nothing that was said by anybody that night. I laughed for the whole 3 hours.
life, little buddy. Love you.
Number 8, MC Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis took on hosting duties, meaning no subject was off limits. This included jokes about AIDS and Cheryl Underwood's husband taking his own life. Actually, Gillis found a way to bridge both of those jokes.
Golden State Warriors sounds like a nickname they had for people who died of AIDS in the 1980s.
So we hear laughter at, it sounds like the mascot for people that died of AIDS in the 80s. It was an AIDS joke about a whole group of people that died with AIDS in the 80s. And people laughed at that. Interesting.
Warriors sounds like a nickname they had
his own life. Actually, Gillis found a way to bridge both of those jokes.
Golden State Warriors sounds like a nickname they had for people who died of AIDS in the 1980s. The Golden State Warriors...
Wait, I'm gonna put the thing up there, but Danielle gonna say they had to laugh though. Like, you had to laugh, or your ass was gonna get blackballed or something in that motherfucker. Let's see here.
Limits. This included jokes about AIDS and Cheryl Underwood's husband taking his own life. Actually, Gillis found a way to bridge both of those jokes.
Golden State Warriors sounds like a nickname they had for people who died of AIDS in the 1980s. The Golden State Warriors logo is a bridge. Don't show that to Cheryl's husband.
Even when a joke didn't land, Gillis always has a self-deprecating way of making it work, depending on how easily offended you are. A particular comment about Hart and a bonsai tree possibly triggered the most uncomfortable moment of the night.
That was 3 weeks of deliberation on that joke.
The audience didn't seem sure how to react, but Hart thought it was so funny that he shook Gillis's hand. Gillis was equally brutal toward his fellow roasters, especially Chelsea Handler, calling her a Zionist and claiming she had dinner with Jeffrey Epstein, among other controversial figures.
Chelsea Handler went to dinner at Jeffrey Epstein's house in 2010. It's just a fun one. You can look it up. There's articles. It wasn't like a big party. There was like 7 people there. And it was like Prince Andrew and Woody Allen were there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Handler.
Number 7.
Dennis, I'm defending what I'm defending what everyone said, Dennis. I sure am. You on Facebook. You know where we at, homie. You know where we at. We over here on the YouTube. But yes, I'm defending what everybody said, nigga. What am I supposed to be mad? I'm not any of those people that were talked about, so why would I be offended?
Chelsea Handler takes on Shane Gillis and Tony Hinchcliffe. Of course, Handler did not let Gillis's comments slide when she got behind the microphone, commencing her roast with a jab about the host's man boobs. And that was probably her nicest comment about Gillis, as she continued to go after his eating habits, sex life, and where the two intertwine.
Shane has been accused of being anti-Asian, which is ironic considering he has the complexion and physique.
Danielle, if people laugh, that means it was funny, and that was the point of the joke. There is no right or wrong when it comes to telling jokes. It's perception, it's perspective. People laugh, so that means they think it's right. You're one of the people that think it's wrong. It's okay. That's why we live in America.
Of a steamed dumpling.
Since this is Kevin's roast, Handler acknowledged how she helped launch his career and subsequently apologized for that.
I had no idea.
I'm gonna like arguing with you, Danny. I like to argue. I guess you like to argue too. Come back. We could argue every day, ma'am. Come back. I'm gonna have something to argue about every day. I promise you. Come back. I've enjoyed this dialogue with you.
Idea when I did this that we would be subjected to 3 Jumanchis, 2 ride-alongs, 2 diehards, endless amounts of heart-to-hearts, and whatever make-a-wish situation you have going on with the plastic cup boys.
Hart got off easy compared to Tony Hinchcliffe, whom Handler accused of sucking up to Joe Rogan in more ways than one. Even when complimenting Pete Davidson, Handler tied it back to an insult directed at Hinchcliffe.
Congratulations, Pete, on becoming a father. I can see you've turned over a new leaf. I'm just glad that Tony Hinchcliffe didn't have a baby and that he has a daughter now, you know? If he had a daughter, her first words would be, me too.
For all the hits Handler took throughout the night.
And then she changed it and said if he had a son, because they've been calling him gay all night. Dude saying everybody got hit up. He made the racist jokes. Tony Hinchcliffe is the one who people feel made the most. Well, I guess the bonsai tree. They want to say they made the most racist jokes, but they got hit back hard by everybody. They didn't escape.
She more than leveled the playing field. Number 6, Tony Hinchcliffe holds nothing back. Of all the roasters in attendance, Hinchcliffe likely got the most boos whenever his name was mentioned, except maybe Draymond Green. Although many were rooting for him to bomb, Hinchcliffe reminded us why he makes a steady living as an insult comic.
Regina Hall is here. She was in a hit movie, One Battle After Another, which is how Lizzo describes stairs. Yeah.
Every time.
That was fucking hilarious right there. He told Lizzo ass up.
That's why he makes a steady living as an insult comic.
Regina Hall is here. She was in a hit movie, One Battle After Another, which is how Lizzo describes stairs. Hall.
Many were rooting for him to bomb. Hinchcliffe reminded us why he makes a steady living as an insult comic.
Regina Hall is here. She was in a hit movie, One Battle After Another, which is how Lizzo describes stairs.
Okay, so Regina Hall got mentioned twice, and neither one of them were negative. He used that to roast Lizzo. One battle after another. That's funny.
Comic.
Regina Hall is here. She was in a hit movie, One Battle After Another, which is how Lizzo describes stairs. Yeah.
Every time the audience laughed or gasped, Hinchcliffe was already moving on to the next joke, whether it was regarding Lizzo's struggle with stairs, the location of Handler's frozen eggs, or how nobody knows who Cheryl Underwood is.
Cheryl Underwood, more like under a rock. Who even is this bitch? You look like a grape Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer.
That's what I'm saying. And Daddy, here you talking like Cheryl Underwood, a damn household name to a few blacks, but she ain't no household name to everybody. She not.
The location of Handler's frozen eggs, or how nobody knows who Cheryl Underwood is.
Cheryl Underwood, more like under a rock. Who even is this bitch? You look like a grape Laffy Taffy that went through the dryer. How have you been sitting next to me and playing drums the whole night?
He not only managed to insult individuals, but entire groups of people too. Hinchcliffe also brought up Hart losing his Oscar hosting gig over controversial tweets. Ironic, since Hart, even at his most controversial, feels tame compared to what Hinchcliffe says on a routine basis.
You know, Kevin, they told me not to mention your kids on this roast, but I must say, you did good. They've gotten so big, they now buckle Kevin up in the car seat.
Number 5. Pete Davidson jokes about his dad. Pete Davidson seems like a genuinely nice guy, not to mention a good sport considering how many jokes were told at his late father's expense. It's not like Davidson isn't without a dark sense of humor. The former SNL star demonstrated this when he compared Tony Hinchcliffe to Charlie Kirk.
Kill Tony! Please, someone.
Davidson proceeded to...
Y'all heard that? He made a joke about Charlie Kirk. And he also said, y'all need to kill Tony Hinchcliffe. Somebody. This is jokes. He didn't actually want anybody to kill him. This is fucking jokes. But is that not dark? Why is nobody upset about that? How come I don't see Erica Kirk online raising a big motherfucking fuss about this shit?
When he compared Tony Hinchcliffe to Charlie Kirk.
Kill Tony! Please, someone.
Davidson proceeded to announce Lizzo as the star of the next Clumps movie, and called out Handler for looking older than former boyfriend 50 Cent, even though both were born in 1975.
What's left of Lizzo is here. Either that or Eddie Murphy just premiered the newest Clump. Hercules!
Davidson also figured that if everyone else can make jokes about his dad, so can he, turning his grief into an insult aimed at Ross.
Jeff looks like my dad if he somehow survived 9/11.
Davidson capped things.
See? He made fun of his own. He made his own death joke about his daddy. He went through it. He made the joke. He thought it was funny when he wrote it.
Off by saying that if any comedian is owed money from Saudi Arabia, it's him.
You know, I get lumped in a lot with Kevin because we both performed at the Riyadh Comedy Festival. But the difference is Kevin went to Saudi Arabia for a day's work, while I've been owed that money since I was 7.
Number 4. Lizzo and the Several Kevins. Lizzo perhaps had the most inventive introduction, playing her flute as she led a group of Hart's body doubles. And by that we mean little people dressed as Kevin's various characters, from Mouse in the Jumanji films, to Roland in Borderlands, to which movie was the chicken costume from again?
This is against union rules, you know. They're gonna kick you out the Lollipop Guild.
In any case, Lizzo's rendition of Whistle While You Work is better than the one we got in the live-action Snow White remake. In an evening with no shortage of short jokes, this one was by far the most elaborate.
I know, Ozempic for being short and greasy.
Lizzo didn't stop with her musical performance, prepared with some more jokes for Hart, along with the rest of the roasters. Oh, Night School. Night School was the chicken movie.
Draymond Green is here. Why is everyone booing him? I'm excited to see you. Personally, I've never seen Draymond Green in person.
The funniest Draymond Green joke I heard was when Naeem said, your name sound like an ugly paint color. I was thinking about painting the kitchen Draymond Green. That shit do sound like an ugly paint color.
I always thought he was just 6 Kevin Harts in a trench coat.
Number 3. Regina Hall speaks for Hart's mother. For the most part, the other roasters didn't have anything very mean to say about Regina Hall. It seemed like Hall had nothing but nice things to say about Hart, at first. Talking about their long-lasting friendship, Hall's roast took an unexpected turn, revealing that she can channel Hart's late mother.
Kevin, I love you, and I'm so proud of you. You won Best Picture of the Year. Oh wait, no, that's for me. Hold on, because you didn't win, Kevin. But thank you, Miss Nancy.
Hall relays a list of things that Hart's mom wished to share from beyond the grave. Turns out there are no Kevin Hart movies in heaven, but the place where his father went is another story.
She misses your movies. She says they don't go up there in heaven because it's heaven. Oh, but she said your dad is enjoying them all down where he is.
Hall had messages.
A joke about his daddy being in hell.
For a few others, including one from Davidson's dad. Hall fully committed to the bit, coming off as sincere and morbid while talking about Hart's mother getting busy with Michael Clark Duncan in the afterlife.
It's Mother's Day. Sorry.
Number 2, Cat Williams and Hart squashed their beef. We think Hart and Williams haven't been on the best of terms since the latter gave a hot take in a 2018 radio interview. Making a surprise appearance at Hart's roast, Williams doubled down on his past comments.
Yes, I said some things I'd like to take back. Some things I said were misunderstood. I did say that Kevin was a Hollywood puppet, and I want to explain that because might not be what you think.
He claimed that Hart had stolen movie roles from him, not that Williams was eager to star in The Secret Life of Pets 2.
But at some point, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really want to have beef with the rabbit Snowball from The Secret Life of Pets 2?
For all the bad blood, Hart seized the opportunity to make peace with Williams. That was until Hart got his turn to roast everybody, seemingly resurrecting his beef with Williams almost as quickly as it ended.
What I want you to do is go back and look at that moment where I shook Cat's hand, I looked him in the eye, and I said, I just want us to be friends. Some of the best acting that I've ever did in my career.
While Hart assured the audience that their feud was officially over, he still had a few things to get off his chest. Namely that Williams partied with Diddy too.
Cat was at the same party. I saw him, he saw me. He said, shh.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Naeem Lynn. Let's get him in Ride Along 3.
You could have helped my career by putting me in a movie 15 years ago. You about to do Ride Along 3 and I still ain't rode along.
Draymond Green. Not surprised that he didn't write his own jokes, but the NBA star delivered them well.
Pete Davidson's here. Pete Davidson's here. Why?
Big J. Okerson. Now we want a version of The Substance with Handler and Nikki Glazer.
The queen of roasting is not here tonight, Nikki Glazer, of course, because it's Chelsea Handler's week with The Substance. They each get 1 week. You can't cross over.
Cheryl Underwood. She can make jokes about her husband, too.
Tony, you think you hurt my feelings by talking about my dead husband? My husband only died once. You die every night with them whack-ass jokes you be telling.
Tiana Taylor. Hall wasn't the only one battle after another actress ready to roast Hart.
One of your movies is playing in my living room right now, and my 5-year-old yelled out that you was built like you came with AAA batteries in a Barbie car. My 10-year-old asked Mommy, if Uncle Kev is 5'3" and I'm 4'10", how am I still taller than him?
Number 1. Dwayne Johnson crashes the party. Venus and Serena Williams had a surprise for Hart. They introduced The Rock, who entered as if this were his WWE comeback.
I'm actually here tonight because someone needs to chew up Kevin's food and spit it in his mouth. Isn't that right, my little chocolate baby bird? You laugh because it's true.
Johnson didn't pull any punches, once again proving that Kevin Hart productions are always better with him attached. While Johnson was brutal across the board, he saved the best jokes for Hart, offering to show his wife what it's like to be with a real man.
Hey, Nico. I'm just gonna say, how about later on tonight, you and I together, we open up a bottle of tequila and, we... Stop squirming, Kevin. Don't look at me like that.
The roast seemingly built to a heartfelt moment as Johnson reflected on how he and Hart both lost their fathers, until he compared photos of them. Johnson nonetheless assured Hart that he loved him, so much so that he got a tattoo in his honor. Let's just say it's on a body part that rhymes with rock.
Yeah, life size, too. Kevin, I want to show you really quickly.
What did you think was the funniest moment from the Kevin Hart roast? Let us know in the comments.
And I love going to my white friends' houses. When you go to white people's houses and tell them that you like something, they let you have it.
All right, so now we're just gonna listen to some white jokes.
And I love going to my white friends' houses. When you go to white people's houses and tell them that you like something, they let you have it. And I got a lot of nice stuff in my house. Try it. Just go to one of your...
Is it funny because it's racist, or is it funny because it's true?
White friend's house and be like, Bob, that's a nice painting. You like it, Drew? Take it. I think I will, Bob. I think I will. Take that painting. And that's a nice lamp, too. As a matter of fact, all this stuff is nice, Bob. I like all this stuff. Back the car up. So I'm at the point in my life where there's things I do with my white friends I don't do with my black friends, and vice versa. I'm not mean. It just comes from my experiences. If I'm out drunk, I like to be at my white friend's house. White people make you pancakes in the morning. With whipped cream, strawberries, chocolate chips in them. I like that. Black people not gonna make you pancakes in the morning because they're really not prepared for you to stay. White people have extra bedrooms, extra pillows. They'll take your shoes and your keys from you. You're not going anywhere. Go upstairs, the first bedroom on the right, there's a dresser in there, there's pajamas. Put those on. Those belong to Dave. He's dead. Get yourself some rest and I'll make you pancakes in the morning. And I'm like, I'm just glad me and dead Dave the same size. People think we're so different, but we're not. It's just little differences. Like white people, you're prepared to be drunk better than we are. I used to think you just like to do a lot of outdoor activities. That's why you have canoes on the top of your cars and mountain bikes on the back. And then I realized that's not what it's for. They're prepared to be drunk.
Talking to one of my white friends the other day. I said, what you do last Friday? He said, man, I got so drunk, drove my truck into a lake. I just got in my canoe and paddled the rest of the way home. And I'm like, I would have drowned because I don't have no canoe on the top of my car. We say different things when we're drunk. If I was hanging out with a couple of brothers end of the night, you could hear things like, you got your license? You got any warrants? Take the bullets out the gun. White dudes, you say stuff like, if the moose in the road, I'm riding it. This is a true story. I heard it at a party in Wisconsin. I'm like, I'm going with these dudes. I never seen nobody ride no moose. Like, hold on, fellas, I'm coming. Let me get my hat. White people that got houses with 3 garage doors. That's where you keep your spaceship. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's for golf carts and boats, but that's where you keep your spaceship because you're gonna leave Earth and go to another planet, and I'm coming. I try to tell my black friends all the time, you need white friends with spaceships. White people are cool, but they're only gonna take 1 black person per spaceship. And I don't wanna be the only black person on the new planet. Somebody's moon rock come up missing, here we go with this BS again. I didn't come here for this. You guys are awesome. It's true stuff.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fall on nobody here. He's looking scared, like, oh my God. What did he eat? I ate everything. I'm not gonna fall, yeah. There's one thing, I'm serious, one thing about white people that help you is something happened that will help you. You know, it's a wreck outside, hey, you need some help, you need something? Not black people, they be riding and looking. Somebody done tow their car up, isn't it? But I like it. But look, before I get started, I wanna say this. People that are fat and don't realize you're fat, I'm gonna give you a few pointers to let you know you're fat. If you have to put your belt in your pants before you put them on, you're pretty much a fat person. If you take a shower and sweating at the same time, you're like, oh my God, it's hot in here. Look at fat people, that ain't funny, yes it is. And people always say stupid stuff when you're losing weight, you need to watch your food. I look at all my food, don't you? You need to watch what you eat. You watch what you eat? I look at all my food, I'm looking straight at it, really. But seriously, I have been working out and I have lost 141 pounds. People are like, don't you feel good? No, I'm hungry right now. You don't have somebody give you some food, like 10 chicken wings, you're like, who this for, the baby? You better give me 50 and keep them cooking, really. But I see white people in there. White people, thank you for coming. I like you, white people, I love you. Because you pay on time. I'm telling you, white person writes you a check, you can take it to the bank in the morning. Brother writes you a check, he gonna post date the next Friday. Look you straight in the eye, say, if you go on that Thursday, the money won't be there. I like white people though, seriously, because you know, when their credit card is declined, they apologize right then. You ever notice that? But I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong card. And they give them another one. Black people looking straight at the computer. As soon as they swipe the card, we start talking to Jesus, don't we? When you like, it's food. Father God, in the name of Jesus, please let that card go. But I like white people, I do, I like them. Because they let you know when people are gonna steal. Someone in the mall stealing, white people are telling right there. They're like, excuse me, this guy's over here stealing, right here, over here, over here. And they'll stand right there and let you know they was the ones that told on you. Like, hey, I'm the one that caught you, Buster. You're going to jail. Black people see somebody stealing, we can't believe it. We're like, oh my God, he's getting a shirt. That guy's getting a shirt. Now he's getting the pants. That guy's getting the pants. Then you start cheering him on. Get the shoes. Get the shoes. Get the... You know, I'm telling you, white people are different. I'm telling you, I like them because everything is in order. I'm telling you, I saw a white lady get pulled over by police. She was.
These are all stereotypical jokes. Now, are they funny because they're true? Are they funny because they're stereotypes? But notice in these jokes that these comedians are saying, it seems like they putting white people on a pedestal for some reason, and the black people are engaged in a degenerate behavior. Right, post-dated checks and shit of that nature. All right, cool.
Pissed off. She asked the questions.
I could be offended by that. Why we always telling jokes that make us look like savages and then wonder why people laugh at the jokes and make the same type of jokes we make? We make the motherfuckers too.
Soon as Posey got to the car, she's like, what you pulled me over for? What? What's your name? What? What's your supervisor's name? Give me this ticket. I see you in court, you moron. Here, and pull it off. Police said, did she call me a moron? I said, yep. Not black people. As soon as we see them blue lights, we turn into a runaway slave. Oh my God, how you doing? How you doing, officer? Yeah, I have driver's license. I have insurance, and I sure do appreciate this ticket. God bless you, officer. Amen. But I like white people, I like you. But white people, you have got to learn to pick up on stuff before it happened. Black people can pick up on stuff instantly. I think it's because we live on edge all our lives. A black person can go home tonight, get ready to put the key in the door, like, what's wrong? Somebody done tried to break in my house. Like, how you know? Call the police. Call the police. White people can come home, garage door open, the kitchen door is wide open. They sitting in the car trying to guess. I wonder who left that door open. They walk in, the brother behind the door, I left it open. Lay down! Oh, for the love of God. But I like white people. I do. It's serious. But one thing we got to learn as people, we got to learn to not make fun of people that have some dysfunction. Am I right? Something is wrong with them, you do not pick on them. Am I correct? Like, we're going to a drugstore down here. I didn't know the manager had a stuttering problem. Now, he didn't stutter like, like that. He kind of held his word. I thought he was singing. I did. And I walked in. I said, hey, how you doing? He said, oh. I'm like, what is going on here? I got back to the register. He said, all right. I said, you just finished that? I've been in here for 10 minutes. I got cousin, he can't never say Bruce. He be like, Bruce. I'm like, man, write me a note. He wrote a note like that, Bruce. Tell me in Braille, really. But really and truly, people, I'm gonna tell you something. Most comedians always have a joke when they leave the stage. You know what I mean? They tell an ending joke like, thank you, I'm out of here. I don't do that because I don't tell jokes. I tell real life stories and make them funny. So basically, when I get through performing on stage, I just walk off, you know?
I don't know why I talk different. I talk different when I'm about to complain. I get in a whole different mode. Because I like to complain like white people now. I don't like to complain like black people no more. I used to complain just like black women. You know, y'all extra. Y'all start off with attitude. Let me talk to the manager. What's all that shit about? You can't just, and all the hands, this ain't even the man who controls shit. All his face. That shit. White people, they seek out. They don't ask nobody for shit. They start whispering around places. Who's the manager here? They don't want to alert nobody that it's some bullshit that they're about to tell on your ass. You ever seen a white person? I used to didn't want to be around white people, but I love you motherfuckers. Because y'all are the most, y'all don't forget away from shit. I love it. I never complain in the movies anymore. Let some motherfuckers come in the movies talking and rambling and bullshit. I'm not saying shit. I'm looking right at the white lady. But I know she ain't gonna tolerate. She's not gonna tolerate this shit much longer. I'm just sitting there. She's cracking. And once I see this, once I see her lean over to her dude, what's going on? I'm like, oh, she about to tell. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm like, in my mouth, you niggas is about to leave. And see, if I gonna tell y'all gonna wait on me outside and wanna fight all 80 of you motherfuckers. That right nigga, you ain't gonna say shit. You be outside when she walk out, you still ain't gonna say shit. She pointing at you. That was them, they were talking. They got them put out. You ain't said shit to that white lady. I'm telling you, on a plane, on an airplane, you say who I love. Old white men on the airplane. Let a baby get on the motherfucker crying. Cause see, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna tolerate it. Baby crying, I'm just bullshit. Cause when a baby cry on the plane, man, let me tell you something. I'm on the plane, I'm exhausted. And I was asleep from the beginning. As soon as I got on the plane, I went straight to sleep. Everybody wasn't even on the plane, boy. I was gone. They woke me up to say, sir, can you raise your window shade? Because the plane is about to take off. And I'm so exhausted, in my mind, this is what's going on. Bitch, why would he need this window to take off? Is he backing his plane out or something? Why does he need this window to shady me up, to take off. What the fuck you need to see out this window? So that's one. Go back to sleep, plane in the air. Boom. I hear the stewardess talking to the lady next to me. She's in the house, she's over. And she said, have you ever had any trouble flying with him before? I'm like, let me get up. I thought some crazy shit about to happen to the dude in front of me. I'm like, okay, this is domestic violence shit. You jumped off while I was asleep. But now, it was a baby. And the baby started off crying, and I opened my eyes, and the lady was sitting there saying, shh, shh. I'm like, bitch, you making more noise than the baby. And I looked at the baby, and the baby just crying. I'm like, this is bullshit. And I'm not an ignorant person. Not an ignorant person by no means. This is what she doing with the baby. I done start rocking, trying to get eye contact with that baby. But see, they ain't saying the right things to this baby. I'm gonna say what this baby need to hear. So the man leaned back, we rocking, and I see the baby. I'm not an ignorant man. I'm not an ignorant man. But this is what I said to the people, baby, when that baby caught eye contact with me. I look back, the baby was rocking. He like, old white man in front. He's cracking, and I'm seeing him crack because he's trying to read his book. Baby still crying. And he's rocking in the front seat, he's cracking. He closed that book. I said, yeah, it's about to go down. I love it. And the white, she's still like that, shh. And did I tell y'all? I didn't tell y'all this part. The white man wanted to say some racial shit, but he couldn't. Because the lady was white, the man was Mexican, and the baby was black. That motherfucker, you know he was mad because he got up in his seat. He turned around and saw him. And he looked at life like, shit. I'm like, yeah, this shit is terrible.
I don't like wiggers. I don't like progressives, liberals, you know what I mean? Ugh. If I date a white dude, I want to ruin your family, you know? What's the point? I've lived amongst all types of whites. They say that they're all the same, but they're not. I've lived in the Midwest. Those are cornfield whites, you know what I mean? Try to assimilate there. I went to, rode on a pickup truck. I ate casseroles with Triscuits on and shit like that. That's how I reach out a hand, you know what I mean? Went to a bonfire. That's it. You know that shit is just a fire? Did you know that? I did not know that. I don't think black people know that it's just a fire. Like, I was so disappointed. I was like, I gotta get out of here. You know what I mean? So, moved to the suburbs, right? Amongst the suburban whites. Those are my favorite kind of whites. Not to hang with, just to observe. And when I first got up there, because it's very conservative up there. It was very conservative. It's very white. So I was like kind of nervous because I was like, where the hell am I getting my weed from? You know what I mean? But no problem. I met my neighbor. His name is Adam. Adam the Republican, you know? I know that because he told me immediately, like a weirdo. And one day, I'm in my house. I'm coming out of my house. Adam comes out of his house wearing his cargo shorts, carrying an acoustic guitar, because he wanted to show me that he knows how to play Redemption Song by Bob Marley. True story. True story. We had never talked about guitars. We had never talked about Bob Marley, but he was in his house like, you know who would enjoy this shit? A black girl across the street. So comes over, he's singing it. I listen to like 2 verses because I'm nice. I'm just like, how's my life ended up here? Like, what did I do to deserve this shit? I listen to that shit and I'm just looking like, God, this is such a weird scene. Like, this dude is so weird. You know what? This motherfucker got weed. And the point is, he's like my best friend right now. You know what I mean? We hang out. One day he called me up. He's like, Janelle, I got this vape machine. Do you want to try it? I said, hell yeah. Vaping in the burbs? I feel like I made it. You know what I mean? That's what Martin Luther King was talking about. Y'all remember that shit? I had a dream. Blacks and whites would come together. Vape in the burbs. Y'all remember that shit? You gotta pay attention. Thank you guys for having me.
Any single man in here tonight? Any single man make some noise? What a single man at? Okay. Look at the big niggas. I fuck big niggas. Look at him. No, he big. Yeah, nigga, you big. Nigga here, look at that DoorDash and shit. I want the crab legs. They ain't got crab legs at the laugh. Factory. Hey, ladies, don't be sleeping on them big niggas. It be dick under that belly. It's dick under that belly. Ain't it? Hell yeah, dick might be a little sticky. It might smell like Cinnabons, but I like Cinnabons. It was so funny. Last time I was fucking a big nigga, the dick was good, but the nigga was so heavy I couldn't even moan. I was grunting the whole time. Whole time the big nigga was fucking me, I was feel like I'm holding up a washing machine. If you could just take a load of clothes out your dick, nigga. Dick feel like you washing quilts today. This is a blue jean dick day I see. Let me know when you washing pillowcases, nigga. You know, you be fucking a big nigga, you gotta put that little coochie on the bed, let it hang out, you gotta let her walk up to it like a buffet. Okay, just me. I'm the only hoe in here tonight, huh? That's what's going on. I swear you hoes be killing me. I'll be up here talking this whole shit. You know, y'all be in here with your man and shit. Be trying to forget when you was a hoe and shit. Be looking at me like, who she talking about? You in 2005, bitch. Look at auntie. Your auntie, you know you was a hoe in the 50s, don't be? Don't be acting like you wasn't sucking dick till it's been a long time coming, but I know. Ooh, Lord, could you imagine having to suck dick in the 50s and 60s? Doing civil rights? With a nigga that marched from state to state in a suit? Been bit by a dog and sprayed by a hose? Ooh, that's some struggling ass nigga to suck. Ooh, Jesus, I couldn't imagine. You couldn't imagine if a suck a nigga dick to freedom? I'm gonna have to leave that nigga, I'm telling you. They be saying, what you would do if he was a slave? I'm like, shit, fucking the white man, fuck out of here. I'd have been my ass in that goddamn house telling on you niggas. There she go. She running, bastard. Get that bitch. Oh, y'all dog ass. Hell no. We been traveling like a mother. Y'all been traveling. That flying shit been fucked up lately, ain't it? Yeah, I'm bougie. I'm not bougie about a lot of things, but I am bougie about the airlines that I fly. What about y'all? Hell yeah. Like, hey, this is a Delta Sky Club? Make some noise. Delta Sky Club? Oh, okay, on this side. I guess the rest of these niggas on Frontier. Okay. It's a Spirit airline. I don't do that shit. You ever do that Spirit Frontier shit? That shit is the worst, ain't it? It's just, ain't nobody dressed properly. Everybody got on pajama pants and bonnets. Ain't nobody got the proper carry-on bags and shit. Niggas got their clothes in Target bags and shit. And the kids that fly Spirit, them kids that fly Spirit, they be sick nose running and shit. It's just the poorness of it all. I don't like to be around no poor people. That shit, I don't blend in well with no poor shit. I especially hate to be around poor white people. Oh my God. Oh Lord, you know the shit poor when the white people poor, you know. And white people, when they be poor, they look poor. You know, they just be flat out dirty. Even white people don't like to see poor white people. You ever look at the way white people look at poor white people? They look at them like they confused. Like
Niggas is cracking up about these whites looking poor and white and dirty. They is cracking up. Why is it that they're able to laugh at jokes about white people? Why?
they don't understand how they got so poor and shit. Like, y'all ain't have no slaves? What the fuck? Y'all ain't, why y'all so poor? I fly.
And I gotta skip it and show them paying to the white people in the audience. They're not offended. They're not heckling. They're not saying they're walking out. They're laughing. They get it. It's comedy.
Even white people don't like to see. But Lord, you know the shit poor when the white people poor, you know. And white people, when they be poor, they look poor, you know. They just be flat out dirty. They just... Even white people don't like to see poor white people. You ever look at the way white people look at poor white people? They look at them like they confused. Like they don't understand how they got so poor and shit. Like, y'all ain't have no slaves? What the fuck? Y'all ain't... Why y'all so poor? I fly Delta, amen? Hell yeah, in Delta.
Black people thought it was funny that a black comedian said white people look at other white people and say, y'all didn't have no slaves. They thought that was funny. It's offensive that bruh said Kevin Hart, because he's short, family came over on a slave ship in a bottle.
Everybody be dressed properly, don't they? On Delta, everybody got the proper carry-on bags. And them kids that fly down to them kids ain't sick. Them kids be on their laptop drinking coffee, eating a biscuit. You know, they work for air traffic control and shit. Them sure be taking care of business. And the white people that fly Delta, they are not poor. No, they racist. Yes. And them the type of white people I like to be around, goddamn it, because I'm just as racist as they ass is. Oh yeah, I'm racist in the motherfucker. I'm a black woman from Mobile, Alabama. I'm black on the outside, but I got the heart of a mean old white lady. Yes. And you know they don't like nobody. Oh yeah, fuck y'all. I'm a black Karen. Fuck out of here. I love to sit next to a Karen on the plane and be like, girl, who let these niggas on here? Oh Lord, here comes some poor white people. Bitch, we need a mask. Ooh, I love being racist. Oh, I'm racist against everybody. Like, I only let certain people do certain things. Like, I don't know about y'all ladies, but I don't go to black nail salons. I don't like for black women to do my feet. You ever go to a black nail salon? You know, black women do your feet, you know, with an attitude and shit, you know. Like you made the bitch do feet and shit. You go to a black nail salon, they just dip your feet in the water, take it out and polish it. I'm like, hold on, bitch, this is a callus. You got to saw that off. That's why I don't give a damn. Can't nobody do my feet but Ming Lee, goddammit. Hell yeah, when I go to Ming Lee, she put my feet in her mouth. I be like, thank you, Ming Lee. I appreciate you biting off that callus. Keisha was too good to eat a bitch feet. You ever go to Ming Lee and them, they do your feet with no gloves on? You be like, damn, this is... I got to get this bitch a $10 tip. I would never touch my feet like this. That's nice. You nice. You by yourself? Oh, just a young nigga in here by yourself. Oh, all y'all together. All y'all together. Y'all family? Oh, okay. You're here with your white. It's a white lady. You with a white lady. Okay. Does your mama know? Okay. You're here, no. Oh, that's your mama. Oh, okay. That's nice. I'll just ask it. I ain't no shade. No shade. I done fucked the white man before. It's all good. This nigga mama disappointed as hell. Yeah, I know about it. I know. Ain't no white man. I'm a fucking white man. You fuck white. The white man be having good dick sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it seems like the white man dick be a little bit too pink for me though. This big too. Yeah, the white man be having them pink ass dick with them green ass veins and shit. I be like, goddamn, white man, I ain't trying to see your circulatory system while I'm sucking your dick. You got a blood clot. You might want to chew on an aspirin. Like about to have an aneurysm. You need some cranberry juice. You know, black people, we think cranberry juice cure everything, don't it? I got cancer. Bitch, you need cranberry juice. And a ginger ale. So this, that bitch said there's some saltine crackers. That bitch got the remedy for a hangover. So that's your daddy? That's your daddy? Oh, you just, who is he to y'all? I'm asking because I'm trying to fuck him. Who is he? The nigga seems shy. I ain't never seen no shy thug. Yeah. You want the pussy? You don't want a pussy? Come on, man. My time running out. What you gonna do? Damn. I don't want no shy dick. You don't like no shy dick, do it, ladies. Nigga come to bed like, turn the lights off. Nigga, turn the lights up. Let me see that dick. Now, this your last time to live. Do you want some pussy? No comment. This nigga gay.
So good. So cause he don't want to fuck her funny looking ass. And he said no comment since he ignored her 3 attempts before. He gay? Boy.
I hate all respectful ass no comment, nigga. Oh, you done disappointed your daddy. He's like, bitch, fuck the bitch. Then I raised you to fuck these hoes. I'm just messing with you. You just a nice guy, huh? Just a sweet guy. You work? Where you work at? Is he retarded? This motherfucker autistic? You know that?
Let me show y'all the guy she's harassing. She harassing the shit out this nigga. That nigga needs to go to HR.
Then I raised you to fuck these hoes. I'm just messing with you. You just a nice guy, huh? Just a sweet guy. You work? Where you work at? Is he retarded? This motherfucker autistic? You know that autism shit just came out about 5 years ago. This motherfucker don't talk, he just grinning. Dick probably big as a motherfucker. You know, them retarded motherfuckers dick be big as hell. You ever been dating a nigga and found out he got a retarded brother? You go to the cookout, his retarded brother come out the back room. All right, y'all. Is that my time? My name is Ashima Franklin. Y'all can follow me on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram at Call Me Miss Franklin. Thank y'all so much.
Every time I ask my parents, why the fuck you moved to Canada for? Africa's dope. Why did you leave? Who convinced you? Why? I know you weren't sitting there. You know, I don't like all of these animals here. I want to go somewhere that as soon as you step off the plane, you die. Where's that place? And all the Africans are offering suggestions. Maybe you should go to New York. You know, Jay-Z is there. Go and see Jay-Z. And then there was an evil African. No, you know where you should go? You should go to Canada. White women, they are in trees. You can pick one and put it in your pocket. You live in Canada, you hang. See, some of these white guys, listen, let me tell you something, Black. Well, these white guys are special. They really are. Every time you hear a white dude go, oh yeah, bro, 100%, fucking run, bro. Any white friend you have that goes, oh yeah, bro, 100%, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get in some shit. I used to go camping with my white friends, and they always used to say that. We used to go to a property that was owned by an older white dude who would give young white guys that look like him rules. But you don't understand, when you give a young white guy that look like him,
this nigga is an actual African making white folk jokes.
rules, you're just giving him more ideas. If any of you guys are going to use the canoes, just make sure none of you are drinking while you're using the canoes. Is that understood? Oh yeah, bro, 100%. Like, nigga, we are gonna. And white guys love fucking with each other. See, the problem with white guys is they love fucking with you. See, ethnic people, we will tell you exactly why you should not go somewhere. We'll give you every fucking detail as why you shouldn't go that way. They want you to go that way for their personal enjoyment. We will tell you, hey, bruh, that's the forest. I saw 7 wolves in there. I counted the shit. Don't go in there. They will bite your ass. Not them. Bro, you see the forest over there? It's totally garbage. You know what I mean? And like, I don't like, and here's the thing, they love leaving pivotal information out. White guys love doing that shit. They leave pivotal info that could have saved you out, right? Because I don't like canoes. I don't like fuck canoes, man. I want to get in them, but I'm out of downer. I'll get in a canoe, you know, but I'm not rowing. Fuck that. I want to be the white girl from Notebook in the back. Get me from one side of the lake to the other. I look at my boy Brad. Brad, you good to row? Oh yeah, bro, 100%. I said, I saw you earlier, Brad. Stop fucking around. I'm sure you're good to row. And if you hear a white dude whisper the 100%, you're fucked. Oh yeah, bro, 100%. As soon as we get in the middle of the fucking lake, what does Brad do? Bro, I'm fucking hammered. I'm serious. Sorry, I'm hammered. I don't even know how we're getting back. I don't know how we're getting back. And he says the shit like it's funny, and then he'll say some racist shit. I heard black guys can't swim. You're fucked. You're fucked.
So do y'all go to the therapist at all? Is anybody? A couple of y'all isn't working out? Yeah. That's what's up. I quit. That's it. She got mad at me. She got an attitude because I didn't know this. Okay, apparently when you go to the therapist, you're not supposed to refer to them as therapists. They don't like that word. They prefer the term exotic dancer. And it's like whatever, cinnamon, okay? Take these ones and listen to my life, all right? Because what is that? I paid my money, right? Like, what is that? Your tits and ass is fair game, your ears is off limits. That's not fair, okay? And why not strippers? That's some of the nicest people you meet in your life. As far as nice women go, I would say strippers are easy top 5 all the time. Grandma's number 1, okay? Number 2, strippers, very nice women. I hate the myth that people always put out there. Oh, well, she only being nice to you because she's trying to get paid. Well, the girl at Wendy's trying to get paid too, and she rude as shit. Don't be hating on the work stage queens, okay? Because you a hater. You know what I'm saying? Is this like an interracial situation right here? What? Why'd you touch his face? All right, whatever. Do y'all get haters because of the interracial thing? Yeah. People still do that in 2023. People see like an interracial couple and like turn their nose. I mean, this is my thing, not to get too preachy up front. If you see two people, right, they genuinely, they love each other, they happy, they got a connection and everything like that, you should hate them regardless of their race. Right? Like, I don't care if y'all foreheads match or not. That shit is gross. And I don't want it in my country. Plus, I'm a pretty isolated dude myself, right? I'm pretty isolated. I've never been with a white woman before, but like clock ticking. Okay, so like, white girl walk up, she like me, I like her, she want to give me some ass. What am I supposed to do? Like, no. Stay away from me with that Ku Klux coochie. Blue balls for the cause over here, baby. Get out of here. I just backdrop. I feel like a tall ass Mr. Rogers or some shit. Hello, boys and girls. What's up, cast at Dawson's Creek? Y'all are like CW white. It's just like, this is like my first time out here. Like y'all are like on like a different level of white. Everywhere I look, it's like an Aeropostale ad. Like Aeropostale and then Hollister over here, and then like freaking H&M back. Okay. And I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell you why, because I think black people roll with me on this. Okay. Don't y'all miss? I miss when white people were like white. Does that make sense? Like white. Right? Dude, am I making sense? Because they not no more. Thank you, right? Social media done made everybody the same thing, and it's boring. I did a show the other night, right? I had a pretty good set. This white kid walks up to me after, he goes, "Hey, that shit was lit, fam. No cap." What is that? Lit, fam. No cap. Whatever happened? That was totally awesome, dude. Rock on. Right? Y'all remember that back in the day, white dudes would do like this? And then like a guitar riff would play somewhere in the room.
This nigga is funny. Hold on, y'all. You gotta see the hand movement. This nigga is funny though. He's Lafayette right.
Lit, fam, no cap. Whatever happened? That was totally awesome, dude. Rock on. Right? Y'all remember that back in the day, white dudes would do like this? And then like a guitar riff would play somewhere in the room. Remember that shit? Dude, you wrote pizza rolls? Like, let's bring that back. It's our fault as black people. We gotta take an L on that one. It is. Invite any and everybody to the cookout. Oh, that white boy cool. He invites to the cookout. You can't come to the cookout, okay? I don't care how well you do the Dougie, okay? You are not invited to the cookout. We are at capacity, all right? You can't come to the cookout. Take your ass up the street to a community artichoke boil, or... I'm serious. Because you can already see the cultural shift starting to happen, right? Look at the NFL, right? You got black quarterbacks sitting in the pocket, white quarterbacks scrambling all over the damn place, spin moves and shit. Dogs and cats living together. It's anarchy. Okay? I was watching the game just this past season, right? Daniel Jones, QB for the New York Giants, white boy. He rushed for like 90 yards one game, and my Giants fan side is like, hell yeah. But my black side was like, there goes the neighborhood. I tell you. They're at one end and they ruin everything. So y'all keep it up. I don't know. I still got some hope for the future. It's still like, I saw some white kids the other day and I got scared. So like, the old ways are still intact. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still afraid of white children. No, not in the way you think though. Because you say that and people think you mean the classic, like, oh, they're going to shoot us up. And it's like that too. But that's not what I'm talking about. I watch a lot of scary movies, right? And scary movies always use that same trope. It's always that 4 foot tall, future Hot Topic employee, looking ass white kid. You know what I'm saying? Standing at the end of some hallway, just scaring everybody. And it's not just me, because people in the movie feel the same way. The time that kid pops up, what's the first thing they say? Honey, we're being haunted. It's like, damn, you're not gonna check the Amber Alert or nothing? Just lost little fella running around like, nope, that came from the devil and just gotta go get it out of here. And they only do that with white kids. Black kid, Mexican kid, ain't no honey, we're being haunted. It's honey, we're being robbed, okay? Call the police. Even my favorite scary movie, Freddy Krueger, right? Freddy Krueger by himself is not that scary. Pink dude with his old Navy sweater, like, shut up, Freddy. Ain't nobody thinking about you. Like, get out of here. You look like chewed up gum, Freddy. Shut up, all right? But what makes Freddy Krueger scary is what? The little white girls jumping rope. Remember that? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. I get scared just thinking about it, right? And people are like, damn, why you gotta make it a racial issue? Why it's gotta be white girls? Let's be all the way real here. Okay, it wouldn't have that same effect. Right, with black girls, you can see Keisha and them on there, you know, double dutching and shit. And his name is Freddie. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, that's when he's Freddie. Yeah, that's when he's Freddie. Thank you. Freddie not even killing people. He's having a great.
If the shit's funny, it's funny. Y'all gotta see the hip movements. It was funny without seeing the hip movements. Why Keisha and them gotta be double dutching?
Girls, you can see Keisha and them on there, you know, double dutching and shit. And his name is Freddie. Yeah, Freddie. Yeah, that's when he's Freddie. Yeah, that's when he's Freddie. Yeah. Thank you. Freddie not even killing people. He's having a great time. I'm gonna lean on some shit. I don't want to fall through this. Okay, I'll leave it alone. No, I do. I like watching my scary movies. I watched that one, The Conjuring. Did y'all see that? Did you think it was scary? Oh, you pussy. No, I'm saying. People were hyping that shit up. Oh, you gotta watch The Conjuring. The Conjuring's so scary. So what happens in The Conjuring? The devil takes over the house. I'm like, again? Like, he's still on that bit. You would think by now, in 2023, that the devil would have expanded his business models. Like, Walmart's, government buildings, that kind of thing. But it's never that. It's always some shack in the middle of the woods that don't nobody care about. That shit ain't on Zillow. Like, what does Satan have against the residential neighborhoods? What are you like? Afraid of the homeowners association? I ain't trying to pay them fees. Like, what is it? Or maybe he's just shy. Maybe that's it. Because Satan always been kind of socially awkward, right? Never really learned how to talk to girls. Even like his first appearance in the Bible, he sees a girl, he's like, I want to try this apple. Like, stop being weird, Satan. All right. And why you dressed like a snake? You look like an asshole. Go get it. That's why, like, when I get to the big time, I'm gonna make my own scary movie. This is gonna be my movie, right? I want to see a movie where like the devil takes over the house, but the person who lives in the house is so sad and depressed they don't even care. That'd be dope. Good. Oh, what would be the fucking point? He just gets back. He pulls the sheet over his head. He's like neglecting his responsibilities. Like Satan's on him. Satan's on him about paying rent. Like, we're gonna lose this place, dude. Eventually, the devil's gonna start saying like motivational stuff. You're worth it. Get out and be somebody. Eventually, they become friends. It becomes like this 90s sitcom scenario, like the Fresh Prince of Amityville or some shit. Like in West Philadelphia, born and raised. I found out I was living on top of some graves. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Because I care. I'm trying to help you. Y'all do shit that no other culture does. God damn it. This is the white people getting chewed up by shark season. I'm 52 years old. All the years I've been on this earth, y'all keep getting chewed up by sharks. When the fuck y'all gonna learn? Why do y'all go out that far? That's where they at. You ain't heard of a chewed up nigga nowhere on earth. We go waist high. Y'all seen us ass around, make it look like we doing some shit. Nigga feel some seaweed. Nigga, stop that. Y'all kids get out that wall. We don't even gonna get the kids. Do it that and talk. Swell, nigga. Nigga jump out dry. I joke around, man. Love who you love. You understand me? I see interracial couples in here, nigga. And my nigga, you know, you with your white woman tonight, you're taking a chance. That's all I'm saying. Love who you love, but nigga, you taking a chance. She got that phone call she can make. Man, all she got to do is 911. He's raping me. Nigga, you going to jail. Who you think they going to believe, nigga? I ain't fucking around. Sally, you're safe with him. But love who you love, man. You know how hard it is for y'all to be in an interracial relationship? Y'all was probably tortured on the way in this room. Because motherfuckers be talking shit. Sister's cold, nigga. Look at that nigga with that white bitch. Couldn't handle us, huh? Never. Had to go get you a snow bunny, never. Probably little dick motherfucker. We didn't want your black ass, no way. Leroy be walking with Sally. Sally, come on, they're gonna kill us. Brothers, we the same way. We see a sister with a white dude, we go the fuck off. Get your money, bitch. Get your money, bitch. Yeah, you couldn't handle that anaconda, huh? Get your money, bitch. Sister, what? I was just saying something. Hell, motherfucker. You love who you love, man, but that's some rough shit, nigga. You in a fucking relationship that's, you know, white and black, Leroy and Sally. Sally, you got it rough. You better really love Leroy. Cause that's the only nigga you gonna have. Cause nigga, white families kick y'all out the family. You know, white family's cold. Get your ass out of the goddamn family, Sally. Bringing that jigaboo to my goddamn house. He ain't coming in here. What am I supposed to cook? Some fucking fried chicken? I ain't cooking no fucking fried chicken. You're out of the family. You're out of the fucking will. Get the fucking cut hard, bitch ass. Sally, leave the house. Goddamn, Leroy, you're all I have. Leroy trying to take her to his mama house. You already know, sister. You ain't bringing that white bitch in there. You ain't bringing that white bitch in my house, Leroy. I told you better than this, nigga. What am I supposed to cook? Quiche? I don't cook no goddamn quiche. Get your black ass out of here with that snow bunny, nigga. You can't come in this goddamn house till you get a bitch with cornrows. Leroy, leave the house. You're all I got, Sally. And they wander the earth together, nigga. That's why you see them walk like that. They all alone. Hell yeah, the two most racist motherfuckers on earth is a white man and a black woman. You understand me? Yeah, white man don't give a fuck, sister don't give a fuck. The only cure for that kind of relationship is when they have a baby. Y'all had a baby yet? You got two? See, you're back in the family. Because only the babies can cure that racism. You bring that baby over to their sister's house. It's my grandbaby. Lord, he got that good hair. He got the skin to win, too. Sally, come on in here, girl. I just bullshit. Yeah, I went on that Food Network. I learned how to make that quiche. Come on in. You take him over that redneck house? He's my goddamn grandson. You take him over that redneck house? He's my goddamn grandson. Goddamn, look, little fucker got a permanent tan. I mean, look at the size of the balls on this fucker. Woo! Look how big his hands are. We're going to the NFL.
This is why I can read certain news stories, and I can just tell from the news story, without even looking at it too hard, I can tell the hue of the people involved. Yes, I said hue. I did go to school in San Francisco. This actually happened in England a couple of years ago. You can Google all of this. This is all true. So it was a beautiful summer's day in England, one of the 3 that we get. And a couple decide to go for a walk along their local riverbank. That's the first clue. They decide to go for a walk. Along their local riverbank. So they're pushing their baby in a stroller, and their pet dog, that's the second clue, pet dog, is running alongside them. The dog ran off and fell into the river and got into trouble. And the couple, as in both of them, jumped into the river after the dog leaving their baby on the riverbank. Both of them drowned. True story, go Google it, true story. I read that story and I was like, oh. This is an awfully sad story. But I don't need to look at the pictures. I know that's white people. Now, white people, I'm not being racist. This isn't racist. I'm not racist. These are just observations. Little differences between us. We're all similar, but we're different. Because white people, you love your animals. You love your animals. You will die or even kill for your animals. You have pets, you love your pets. You with the bow tie and the flowery weird shit. Do you have pets? Do you have animals? You have one dog. What's your dog's name, sir? Wolfie! Oh. And he's only that big. Oh. You know Wolfie's gonna die one day. He's an adult, he knows. And you'll bury Wolfie in the garden with him. Because that's what white people do. You have an emotional connection to your animals. It's a beautiful thing. Black people, we haven't got that emotional connection. We like animals. We love them on a plate. We like them, we don't love them. So we're not jumping in the river after a dog. A dog? Are you serious? A dog? Really? A dog? In fact, I'm not sure we jump into the river after our own kids, to be honest. If my kids fell in the river, I'd be like that. Swim! 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 Oh. You can tell at this point that I am childless. Yes, I have no children, people. I have no children. I fucking hate kids, I ain't gonna lie.
I call the supervisor for everything. When I get upset, I call the supervisor. You ain't gotta worry about that. That's my mother and me. My mother calls the supervisor, she'll say, get the supervisor. And I say, you heard her, get the supervisor. And you better not say nothing else, get the supervisor. So I call the supervisor. Because customer service can be poor. So I just called it, so I wanted the supervisor to explain to me what the problem is. And I take everything back. I got that from my white friend. I didn't know you can take things back after 12 years. I didn't know anything like that. I did. My friend Molly, oh man, she had these boots about 12 years old. She said, I'm taking them back. They have a lifetime warranty and they ripped and I'm not dead. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna ride with you. I ain't never seen this before. After 12 years, I said, black folk can't take nothing back in about a month. They be like, nah, where did you get this receipt from? She went in there too. She said, I need a new pair of boots. They are torn and it said it had a lifetime warranty. I'm not dead yet. They gave her a new pair of boots. She said, you should try it. I said, no, Molly, it ain't gonna work like that with me. If they gonna have the police escort me out of here. I do though, I call the supervisor. Like I went to buy some shoes, maybe a couple of weeks ago. And the little guy, you know, I told him to bring me a 9.5. He gonna bring me a 6. So I looked at him, I said, well, what's that for? I thought maybe you could fit it. I said, that ain't how feet work. I said, so you ain't had my size? You looked at me and decided what size I should wear? I said, that ain't how feet work. Well, can I get you another shoe? I said, you can give me the supervisor. You give me the supervisor, because something wrong with you. So when the supervisor came out there, I said, you know what? He don't need to be working during the day. He need to be working at night doing inventory. I said, because I knew something was wrong with him when I walked in here and he was going like this. I knew he had an issue there. I called the supervisor. I went to Wendy's to get something to eat. And the little girl, at the cash register, she couldn't even take my order. Her eyelashes were so heavy, she couldn't even see the keypad. I walk up in there, may I help you? Like she killing the game, may I help you? I mean, like she's sexy, may I help you? Oh, that a burger joint. I said, where are the whites of your eyes at? You at work, you know, all overdressed in the face. I mean, face just overdressed, you know what I'm saying? Look like Diana Ross from the movie Mahogany in the face. With khakis and a t-shirt on. I was like, what is wrong with you? Ma'am, I can see you. I said, no, you can't. And don't get me wrong, I'm saying, don't get me wrong. Eyelashes are fine. You just gotta wear them appropriately. They shouldn't be so long I can roll my weed up in the lash. I ain't supposed to bend your head over. Say, bend your big head over and let me roll this weed up. Oh, big head self, stand up there with an attitude. Ma'am, I can see you, so I closed my eyes. I said, can I see you? I don't know what you can see. Yes, you do, and you being sassy. I would smack you. But y'all don't fight, y'all shoot, so I'm gonna leave you alone. You never kill me and post it on Facebook. Mess with me at work, see what I do.
I mentioned race. Gotta talk about race. Weird things going on now. White women. stop calling the cops. White women are calling the cops on black people so much, I am this close to giving up white women. I swear, I'll do it. I'll do it. I am like 3 phone calls away. White women are calling the cops on black people for doing nothing, literally doing nothing. 2 brothers were in a Starbucks in Philadelphia, not doing anything. They called the cops for doing nothing at Starbucks. You know who's doing nothing at Starbucks? Everyone. That's why you go to Starbucks. Like, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. Let's go to Starbucks. They built it to do nothing. Yeah, sure, there's always that one asshole who's got his laptop out and all his papers. He thinks it's his office. But other than him, you're doing nothing. They called the cops on a black family having a barbecue in the park. You know why that upset me? Because Mexican families are always having a barbecue in the park. At any given moment, there's a Mexican family barbecuing in the park, right? They're having a quinceañera, they're about to bust a piñata. Nobody says a word. Minute 5, black people break out some ribs in an open flame. Suddenly, we need law enforcement. They called the cops on a little 8-year-old black girl for selling water. I was like, here's an idea. Buy a bottle of water, take it to the barbecue, and make a friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the cops. And I'm not worried about me. I'm trying to help people. I ain't worried about me. Ain't nobody calling the cops on me because I know how to stay ahead of the game. That's right. I figured it out. You can't call the cops on me. You know why? Because everything I do at the police station. Now, you can't call the cops if I'm already there. You want to have coffee? Meet me at the 17th precinct. They got a coffee pot in the lobby. We'll just hang out for a little while. Right? They follow black people around in the mall. Not following me because I don't go to the mall. Everything I buy online, deliver it to the precinct. I just show up with my ID. Hello, officer. I believe you have a package for me. Right? He's like, would you stop doing this? I'm like, wasn't me, it was Siri. Where's my box? Give me a box. I stay ahead of the cops, man. Stay ahead of the cops. Sold my car, got rid of my car. Drive a pickup truck now. You know why? Because black people don't drive pickup trucks. I don't know how I didn't think of this 20 years ago. I'm on the road now. I'm getting away with murder. I was on the freeway doing 80 miles an hour. Cop just waved. I'm saying I don't stop at stop signs, turn signals. I don't give a shit. I'm in a truck. Right? One cop, I think he was on to me because he started following me, but I got away because I got an NRA sticker on the back of my truck. He was like, whoa, no, he going to stand his ground somewhere. He's all right. Here's my thing, right? If you're going to be racist, at least be consistent in your racism, okay? And I'll give you an example of what I mean. There's a common belief amongst white people that all large black men are pro athletes, right? I get this every day, like, wow, do you play pro football? Like, yes, I'm the oldest man in the NFL. I've been in the league approximately 35 years now. But here's my thing. If you're gonna make the assumption that we're pro athletes, then be consistent and also assume that if you see us in an expensive store, we can afford to be there, right? In Milwaukee, thank you. In Milwaukee, black man 6'8" in a jewelry store, and they call the cops. If you see a black man 6'8" in Milwaukee, he's in the NBA. All right? You know how I know? He's in Milwaukee. Black people ain't just kicking it in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? You're only an hour from Chicago. Ain't nobody black just hanging out in Milwaukee. Assume he's a ball player, at least give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he's a successful drug dealer. All right? But he's not stealing anything. Too obvious, too easy to identify. Again, they're not getting me, because when I'm in an expensive store, not only am I not stealing anything, I'm keeping an eye on the white people. That's right, because I know if something comes up missing, that's my ass. I'm looking at white people, like, put it back, put it back. No, you tried it on. I said, now I see those sunglasses, I'm watching your ass. Right, I'm looking at security like, relax, I got this. Ain't nothing coming up missing on my shift.
I'm glad I got a chance to go from an all-black school to an all-white school, because that gave me a chance to study white dudes. And here are my findings. I feel like white dudes don't take advantage of nor appreciate how many different kinds of white guy you get to be in your lifetime. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And y'all don't give a fuck. There's so many different kinds of white guys. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're like a senior in high school, right? You're like a skinny band geek. You get shoved in the lockers, people taking your lunch money, like, give me that shit, you fucking nerd, and you hate it. It's time to switch your white guy. So what do? Summer going into freshman year, hit the weight room, put on 35 pounds of muscle, throw some axe gel in your hair, get to college freshman year, now you a frat dude. 2 white guys in 1 year. You doing keg stands, you calling people bro. You playing beer pong, you getting laid, but you don't like the frat player, do you? No! It's time to switch to white dude. So what you do, drop out the frat, grow you some white boy dreads, get you a couple reggae albums, start buying weed by the backpack, sell weed sophomore year, now you that white dude. 3 white guys in 2 years. You making money, you living the Rasta lifestyle, you found out where the best incense deals in the city are, you killing it! You on your 3rd white dude in 2 years. But you don't like college, do you? Playing? No. It's time to switch your white dude. This is what you do. Drop out, move to an organic farm in Portland, sell your last pair of shoes on eBay, cut up your debit cards, start eating carrots right out the fucking dirt, you killing it! You on your 4th white dude in 3 years. And then your dad calls and he goes, hey boy, I'm sick. I need you to take care of this family business we've been running for 75 years. And he said, guess what, Dad, you in luck. I got 1 more white boy left in me. Cut your dreads, get 10 business suits, 2 iPhones, move downtown. Now you a businessman. 5 white dudes in 4 years. That shit's dope as fuck. Black men do not have that option. Black dudes want to do shit. Why you think there's no black mountain climbers? We want to feel wind on our face. I'll tell you why. Because every black dude in this room, at some point in our adolescent life, we suggested a semi-white activity to our family. And that shit did not go the fuck over. That's why black people don't do shit. We want to. We want to do shit because you young. You don't know. You 13 years old. You at the beach with your family. It's a beautiful day. It's a picturesque day. You with your families, with your cousins, your favorite uncles barbecuing by the shoreline. You're just hanging out. You standing there like, shit, man, what a great day. 13 years old, man. Damn. Hey, Uncle Mark, man. Bruh, when you done with those burgers, man. I don't know how to say this, man, but when you done with those burgers, I'm just gonna say it. Hey, Uncle Mark, there's a kayak over here. I ain't never been kayaking. And already at that point, every black person knows it's already bad. Even though you're 13, your cousins just start coming out of nowhere. And you know it's bad because your uncle just goes, what you say? And you just start backing up. They're like, man, I don't even want to, man. I hit my head earlier. I was a little weird. I just saw a life vest. I thought we might take a lap or something. And at that point, it's too late. Your uncle just turns into Sam Jackson from Pulp Fiction. He's like, say it again. Say kayaking again, motherfucker. You're like, I just want to feel wind on my face. Every black person knows if you suggest a white activity to your family and that shit does not go over, that's gonna be your nickname for the next 25 years. You be 48 years old, like y'all wanna go to the bar after the comedy show, but ziplining over here wants to go to the bar. Man. Go get your friend laying in the grass with no blanket, tell him we're ready to go.
White people, best dancers. Not a lot of buy-in on this concept. All the non-white people are suspicious. Even the white people, you guys are confused. You don't know what's happening. You're looking at me like, no, Dwayne, actually, I don't think that's accurate. But you just... Let me explain. Here's why white people are the best dancers. I'm gonna prove it. Because when white people dance, we know this for a fact, white people, you have more fun than everybody else. Especially if there's some drinking. What? Like, I've seen white people dancing. I've been like, huh? How do I get that? What is? I've never had that. That looks tremendous. What's going on? And why do white people have so much fun? Two reasons. One, first reason, I think it's just a pure celebration of your whiteness. Do you know what I'm saying? Woo! I'm white. First world. And why else do white people have so much fun? Because when you dance white people, you have a freedom that a lot of us don't have. Very free. And why? Why are you so free? Well, because you're not married to the beat. I guess the thing I'm trying to... You're not gonna let the beat tell you what to do. That's freedom, my friends. Because that means it doesn't matter what song is playing, you can do any dance. I don't have that luxury. I gotta do what the song tells me to do. And every black person in this room, we've all tried it. I don't speak for black people, but for this, I do. talk to us after the show. Every single one of us, we've all tried it at home. We did. We failed. At some point, when you're black and you're at home, you turn to your brother, your sister, you know, you go, hey, let's try it. Let's dance on beat. Let's try it. Let's see. And we literally cannot do it, is what I'm saying to you. Because what happens is we get back on beat by mistake, not on purpose.
I think white people are the only race of people that like to be scared for fun. Like, you feel me? Not an attack. Doesn't make you bad. Makes you interesting. But not bad. But bungee jumping, skydiving, swimming with sharks, these are torture tactics. Some of you pay for them. That's curveball. I just think white people get to have a different relationship with fear. Doesn't make anyone bad. I just think it's an interesting observation. White people can have a different relationship with fear. Like, I think white people are the only people you could walk up to and just be like, hey, you want to do something scary today? And y'all will just outright say no. You feel me? You'll be like, well, what do you got in mind? You feel me? But like, you go to anybody of another race, they're like, fuck no. But like, white people have follow-up questions sometimes. They're like, well, what are you thinking? Okay. Look at roller coasters, right? Theme parks know white people love being scared so much, you'll pay for a picture of your own face terrified. That's their business model. That's how reliable it is. They were like, yeah, that's where we're gonna get the rest of the money. I've been in so many white homes and seen a framed picture of the entire family terrified. Why? Why is that even a thing? I haven't been in one black family's home and seen a picture of 4 black people absolutely terrified. And they're like, yeah, that's the time I got stuck up at gunpoint, right there. That's us. This is where I tried to sell my kids for my own life. So wild to me, man. And understand what I'm saying, because I understand I'm generally speaking, right? I'm speaking in generalities. I understand there's special case scenarios for everything. So please, like, I'm not being irresponsible with this. Just be on the same page with me. I'm just saying, generally speaking, though, that kind of holds true. I'm saying, generally speaking, I feel like white people feel fear so rarely that y'all schedule it as a vacation activity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally put it on a schedule. You're like, at 12, we're gonna have lunch. At 1, we're gonna pet a tiger. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? A tiger? Huh? You know what no one black has ever said to me? I wanna go on a safari. Not once. I got so many black friends, no one's ever wanted to go. It's our country, and we're like, nah. But I have so many white friends that want to go. Doesn't make them bad. I'm just saying it's an interesting difference that you can spot and go, oh shit, okay. Why doesn't a safari sound insane to everybody? I didn't realize it was something we were so like polarized on. I thought we were all of the same mind, like that's fucking crazy. And apparently we don't agree. I never understood like why it isn't crazy. You wanna go to the zoo without the walls? That's what we wanna do? You wanna take away my favorite part of the zoo? The part where they can't get me? That's what we're taking away? Oh, all right. Every time I go to the zoo, people are looking at the animals. I'm looking at the structures. I'm like, that's a good wall. Like that net, love that glass. I've never understood it. Why doesn't a safari sound dangerous to everybody? It's not even a safe web browser. You feel me? You ever open up Safari in front of somebody with 5?
Oh shit. That's for you iPhone users.
Firefox, what the fuck are you doing, man? They make it sound like you just fucked a hooker with no condom. They're like, well, close it, throw it away. Who knows what's in there now? It's so wild to me. I'll entertain it. Like, I'll talk to my white friends. Their defenses are so bad. And I'm not saying these are all white people's defenses. I'm saying you wouldn't want to be represented by my white friends. That's what I'm saying. The stuff they argue, I go, that's a bad one. They'd be like, just go on a safari. You're going to be fine. I'm like, based on what? They're like, you got a tour guide. I'm like, that nigga's not a wall. It's like, what do you think's going to happen if a lion saw us and was like, oh, I'm about to eat these motherfuckers? You think he's just going to be coming at y'all and be like, oh, shit, they brought the guy. God damn it. Hey, wrap it up, guys. They brought the fucking guy. You don't think the lion just sees more food? That's what I can't get. Like, that's not how your brain works. You think if a lion saw a black tour guide and 2 white tourists, you don't think he's going, oh shit, dark meat and mashed potatoes? Oh, looks like KFC came to me. Like, what are we talking about? You know, what do you think the tour guide's gonna do? Entertain it for a second. You don't think that's just a guy on the clock? You think that guy actually cares about your livelihood? A lion's coming at y'all, he sees it. You think this dude's just gonna step in the way? Oh, no, lion. No, lion. Not today, lion. You eat zebra, lion. Zebra, black and white. These people, just white. No good. No good. That's why we bring you mixed kid. Blade! Blade! Where has Blade gone? It's so fucking stupid. It just makes me laugh. Like, I'm just fucking around, but you get where I'm coming from, right? Like, you get the point I'm getting at. That's all I'm saying. I just think fear is such a great example for us to explore the concept of privilege, where everybody can see it and realize no one's the villain, but you can identify the differences. I just think it's a great example, you know?
See, he made the Jewish joke, concentration camp. Which makes sense, man. Had to tell him, right? Lighten up. You niggas is stiff. You're stiff. Gabe, what the fuck is a tough mudder? I'm glad you're here for that as our Mexican Filipino representative. What the fuck is a tough mudder or whatever the fuck you said?
If you don't know, I started caring about all this kind of shit. If you saw my show like 5 years ago, I wasn't talking about nothing like this, you know? I don't know what happens. I got older, I don't know, started voting. You start voting, you're like, all right, I need to throw some opinions out of here because I'm hearing some wild shit. It's weird as you age, the way your priorities change, the way your life changes. I'm not trying to be like aging sucks. I'm cool with it, but it is weird the ways in which you'll age that you didn't anticipate. Does that make sense? Those are the ones that are weird for me. Like the regular one, like my knees are sore. I gotta wake up early. I'll probably go to a matinee. Like those are I'm fine. I was ready for that. But the weird ones where I'm like, nobody told me that was part of it. What the fuck is going on with me? Like the other day, I heard a rap song I couldn't relate to one part of. I was like, what the fuck was that? That's a weird moment of self-realization. Look, I don't know if you've ever been black before. I've done it my whole life. You know? If you hear an entire rap song and you end up going, shit, I don't think any of that was for me. What a weird moment in your black existence of like, where do I fit into this? I still remember what the guy said. I swear to God, I think you'll relate. Yeah, I remember he went, I got an actress on my mattress. I'm gonna hit it 3 times in one night. That's a hat trick. And my brain just went, exhausting. That's all I felt. 3 times in one night, I was like, not for me. That's crazy. 3 times, bruh, you don't got work in the morning? Nobody's pussy's better than sleep. I'll tell you right now. And that's not an attack. The older you get, the truer that rings and you fucking know it. That's not an attack. Ladies, I'm sure your pussy's great. Sleep is good. I like sleep more than sex and it ain't even close. I know that. You know how I know I like sleep more than sex? I go to sleep every day. I don't miss one. I only have sex sometimes. And even when I have sex, when I'm done, I'm like, God damn, I wanna go to sleep. If that song was about me, it would have been like, I got an actress on my mattress. I'm gonna hit it 1 time, then I'm napping. That's my entire, I'm like, yo, hey. Trying to hit them NyQuil bars, bro. I just think it's so weird to see the things that make you change as you get older. I think it's weird to look at other people your age and see the shit they care about versus the shit you care about. You ever seen that? You're on Facebook and you're like, what are they fucking ranting about? You ever have those moments where like, this is the hill you want to die on? This is the cause you stand for of all the things? Have you seen this group of people that's trying to get Disney's Snow White canceled? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind over it. There are adults, our age, voters, people whose votes count the same as yours. They're out here trying to bring down a cartoon. They're so dedicated. Have you heard the argument? She never gave consent to the kiss that woke her up. That's what they're arguing. Now listen, I'm not trying to be on the wrong side of an issue. I'm not trying to sound like I got some hot takes. I'm just saying, you've all seen the movie, right? We've all seen Snow White. All I'm saying, it really feels like they're leaving out the whole he did it to save her life part, huh? Is that not a crucial detail in the context of that circumstance? Like if you were the prince and that happened to you, wouldn't you want to confront her? Like, hey, you want to explain the rest of that though? So I don't sound like a creep? Appreciate that. You got me out here sounding like Bill Cosby right now. I'm just saying that dude was putting them to sleep. I'm just waking him up. This is a totally different thing. I don't think you should be allowed to make someone who attempted to save your life out to be a predator. That's the only line in the sand I'm drawing here. I think that deserves to be defended. If I tried to save you, I'm not a creep. When I was a kid, when I was 7, right? I grew up in Tampa. When I was 7, I was at the beach, right? And I remember I was swimming in the ocean. I'm swimming poorly. If I'm being honest. I'm drowning. Let's be honest. I'm drowning. I'm for sure drowning. I passed out. I sunk under the water. I had to be saved by a male lifeguard. I shit you not. I woke up on the beach to a male lifeguard giving me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And when I came to, I completely understood what that situation was. There was no confusion. I wasn't like, oh, nigga, I'll see you in court. Okay. You ever heard of Me Too? Well, Me 3 now, bro. I I just think it's such a weird circumstance to like, this is the hill you want to die on for this argument? I'm not against consent culture. I'm asking, is this where you really want to make your stand? Within this premise? That's what's odd about it to me, you know? Like, have y'all gone back and watched the movie, like as adults? It's weird, man. It's real weird. Do you remember what the curse is? True love's kiss will wake her up. That's real specific. Like, they really narrowed down the danger that could have come. You gotta be pretty sure, go for it. It's not like they went, hey man, first one to kiss her gets to keep her. Then a bunch of dudes started marching to get to her first. My hoe, back up. Okay, you get it. I'm just saying, it's just such a weird place to make your argument. And I can understand, to be clear, I can understand where you're coming from. If you were just like, I just wish it wasn't a kiss that he had to do to save her. I can appreciate that. I'm just saying, but can you stop making it sound like he squeezed the titty when he did it? That's more where I'm coming from, you know? I want to make this very clear, because this is a tricky topic to make jokes about, obviously. At the end of the day, I understand my place within this premise, right? I'm a man lightly making jokes about sexual assault. I understand that. And I can never put myself in the position of a woman in relation to a topic like this. I understand that. All I can do is empathize the best I can from the perspective that I have. And that's as a black man in this country. And I'm just saying, as a black man in this country, I don't get what you're talking about. Let me say hypothetically, right? Hypothetically speaking, I'm in a coma. I'm dying. And you say the only way to save me is for a white dude to whisper the N-word in my ear. Do you see what I'm saying? Here's the kicker. If we're being honest, I don't need him to ask for my permission. My life's on the line. There are bigger priorities at hand. Do what you got to do. Bro, I don't care if you whisper. Get on all fours for all I heard. I'd be like, hey, I heard you the first time, Steve. Goddamn. Can you give me a sec to wake up? I'll take a second. No, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but we're going to talk about that second one. You don't get to call me two niggers, and then y'all would say, look at my army foreman. Look at that's how you fucking do it. That's a weird example. Let me give you a better one. I just wanted to see what you were going to do. Let's say hypothetically, I'm in a coma and I'm dying. And you say the only way to save me is true love's kiss, just like the movie. I assume y'all would want that handled the exact same way I would want that handled. I would want somebody to go round up everybody in town, form a line, take my weekend at Bernie's body, prop that shit up in a kissing booth, put some cool ass shades on that motherfucker, look back at the line and go, all right, everybody without herpes goes first. You feel me? Is that not what you would want? Like, let's be real for a second. I want to make it very clear. I am not against consent culture. On the contrary, couldn't be more for it. But that's not the place to make your stand. I do think after all of the allegations we've heard from women over the last couple of years, men should be making more of a point to showcase to women how much we do have your backs, how much you are going to see like a change in the behavior you've been encountering, even if we're not the individuals responsible for it. What I'm getting at is that we need to show that we have your backs. You feel me? But the question then becomes, how do we show you that? Here's what I'm pitching. Men, start making consent your biggest kink. Take a sec, process what I'm saying. Start making consent the kinkiest shit that you're into. Start being a fucking freak for yeses, you feel me? Like after the Me Too movement, show them what you've learned. Anytime a woman goes, how do you like it? I'm like, with permission. Like I lean in. Bro, I don't unzip it till you say, please. You could be like, get over here and fuck me. I'd be like, is that how we ask? At this point, having sex with me is like binge watching Netflix. Every so often, I'll interrupt the flow just to be like, do you still want this? Yes or cancel. Are you awake? I'm joking. It's a good question to ask.
All right, y'all. That's all I got. That's it. That's all I had. I personally think black people were being very, 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 very hypocritical of the jokes being told, because we've been listening to racist jokes about white people our whole life, and I ain't never seen them up in arms. To the next episode, little channel, big voice, fanboy, out. Low key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.